Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. And if you can, ignore the puffy eyes, okay? Allergies are hitting right now. It's rough out here, but we're working through it. And I know y'all trying to hop in per usual. All right, Suiko's having a meeting with the newfound leader of the Sparrow, who we didn't know existed till an episode ago, which is hype and actually insane. But nonetheless, I hope you'll enjoy this episode. Per usual, if you could, subscribe down below, drop a comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Well, we'd like to start with a brief recap of last week.
I would love for a brief recap of last week. I can do it if no one else.
Go for it. You said you'd love to.
Yeah. So we kind of finished. We went and checked out with the Yanada. Did all that goodness. Headed up to the temple. When heading up to the temple, we found some interesting things. A bunch of monks that were apparently sided with the sparrows, kind of. Stayed there for a while, tried to find information out, tried to make some decisions. Ended up that the sparrow was in fact Yanada's friend, or, acquaintance, I guess. The one that he had told us about, that they were like kind of similar in mindset. We ended up talking to him for a while. We somehow talk no jutsu our way into a kind of neutrality situation. And so people are allowed to stop there for healing purposes, both sides, as long as no one breaks that neutrality, and they will go to the quote unquote peaceful side if someone does try to break that neutrality. Let's see. Poggy's Izuto no longer has cancer, at least as of right now. They did rid him of that for the time being, so that's nice. That's fun. That operation went ridiculously well, actually ungodly well, some would say. To which we kind of made our way down, met our guy over here, Tetch, who is apparently their leader, who, while not looking at numbers-wise, is apparently an absolute unit and is quite spooky. And he had asked to meet Suiko, and we are now here, I believe, discussing our future decisions. And after that, Tetch talks. Oh, Tetch did do his whole pull up to the squad and cut his guy's throat in front of everyone, which was wild and very upsetting to a lot of people. No one ran away out of fear, though, seemingly, which was good. It seemed like it spooked some people, but Izuto kind of gave the hey, if you want to leave, we will not look down on you speech, and no one left, so that was cool. And I think that's where we are now. Now Suiko is meeting with Tetch, knowingly to Izuto and Arata, but they are not involving themselves in it necessarily. I think that's where we're at.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Things all going according to plan, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
No need to worry.
I don't like I don't like God saying that personally, but
anyway, so where we left off, Tetch had started to speak to Suiko. I'll start from the beginning of the conversation, since I think Suiko and I do not really remember exactly what was said at the end of last week. You enter the forge room where Tetch slipped you a message to say that he would meet you there. As you enter, he gives you sort of a small nod, and he says, "Greetings, Suiko. I was hoping that we could talk about the Uzumaki clan."
Sure. Can I know why you want to know some about the Uzumaki clan? Will he tell me?
I think that will become clear by the end of our conversation.
Okay.
I'd like to start specifically with the Great War. Do you know what happened to the Uzumaki clan during the Great War?
Oh, yeah.
How much did your elders teach you?
I know the gist of it. Kumo started the war, wanted to expand their territory. Konoha wanted to stop their expansion. Cost a lot of Uzumaki lives after the Hokage convinced us to join the war. And Naruto and Mikichi are known as war heroes because they perished in the war.
I see. The Hokage convinced our clan to help, did he?
I don't like how you said that. I could hear the air quotes. So what? Didn't convince them? Force them, maybe?
Force would be a polite term, yes. I don't know the details. I wasn't there for that particular period. All I know is what was told to me afterwards by a source who perhaps I should not trust, but neither did I see any deception in his words. The previous Hokage, the sixth Hokage, threatened to kill and exile the Uzumaki clan if they did not help in the war. Previous to that, the Uzumaki clan had been neutral. Due to the Hokage's threats, the clan had back then sent the best of us, the cream of the crop, out to die in another man's war. There are two other corrections that I have to give you. First of all, Naruto Uzumaki did not die that day. Second of all,
Yes.
neither did many of the Uchiha that were purported to. At least they didn't completely die.
Many of the Uzumaki?
Tetch lifts up a bit of his robe, revealing just sort of a section of his chest. The skin there. Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage, Suiko.
Sorry, just to clarify, you said Naruto Uzumaki and a lot of Uchihas did not die?
Uzumaki. Why did they both start with you? Who made that decision?
That's what I was double checking. I was like, I'm lost.
Anytime I say Uchiha, I'm probably referring to Uzumaki. Okay. Suiko, not.
If you combine them, that makes it 24. How do you feel about that?
Combined, that's true. Suiko, clearly a little shaken by Tetch's words, not entirely sure where this is going. You feel that the chakra, his aura is strange, but you can't exactly discern how. In any case, you can physically see, however, above his chest, like little bits of different colors of chakra, all kind of mixing together and sort of not really a rainbow, more like a dark swirl of colors. He says, what happened is that Naruto Uzumaki, in his fight against the two pillars of the lightning village, at the behest of his comrades, used a forbidden technique, sealing away the chakra at the cost of their bodies, many of the Uzumaki with him. With this power, he managed to defeat the lightning pillars, sealing them along with many others. And from what I understand, that made the difference in the success of the mission. The war ended soon after. Naruto Uzumaki, however, did not die. He went mad, at least for a time. The swirl of other individuals' chakras mingling and mixing with his own, tearing his mind apart. It wasn't until he wandered back to the Leaf Village and returned to his clan that he recovered some bit of sanity. No one recognized him, for his wounds and his face in particular had become disfiguring. Once he remembered what had happened, though, he went to the Uzumaki graveyard, hoping to see a certain name not be on one of the tombstones. Call it fate or coincidence, but the sixth Hokage was there at that time, looking over the gravestone as well. There was a confrontation, accusations, and truth revealed to Naruto at that time. And the six Hokage decided it was too much of a risk for Naruto to be seen alive in his current condition. He was already considered a war hero at that point. The six Hokage killed Naruto that day, and I am what remains. Tetch lifts his hand to his mask, revealing a very harshly burnt face, no hair. What hair he does have coming out is clearly a wig attached to his mask. You do see in his eyes, though, a particular shade that is very common among the Uzumaki. Tetch replaces his mask, and he says, the reasons I'm telling you this, Suiko, is because you remind me of me back then. I would consider it a great loss and a tragedy if you were to perish during this conflict.
How do I remind you of yourself?
Wait, what was that?
How do I remind him of himself?
Are you asking me or him?
Him? Yeah, sorry.
He says, I understand what I'm doing. I've regained my sanity since those days. The Uchiha must pay, first of all, and then the rest of the villages. Do not fear, though. I've arranged a deal. The Uzumaki clan, not only will they not be harmed, they will be appointed as the governors of the region. The dragons do not manage the day-to-day lives of most of their subjects. They rely on human warriors, dragon warriors they call them. The Uzumaki will be among those. And we will regain our glory and have vengeance for what was done to us.
If you start this war and you bring that dragon over here, the Uzumaki are going to fight alongside all the other Konoha ninja. It'll be easier said than done to just not harm any of them.
I agree. There may be those that are too stubborn. However, I've seen Pakira. I've met with her and spoken with her. Not revealing all of these truths that I've told you, but enough to get the sense that she is a keen political mind. Once she sees the way the winds are swaying, she understands that a tragedy like what happened to my generation would be devastating to the Uzumaki clan. Once I present her with what bargain I've made with the dragons, I'm confident she'll accept, once we have our army on this side of the portal, that is.
How are you so sure that this celestial dragon will give you what you want once it has full control over the lands? What is keeping him from not betraying you?
Tetch kind of shifts. He says, I can't be 100% certain. The celestial dragon himself is quite mercurial. His mind shifts with every passing day. His lieutenants are much more trustworthy and reasonable. Those are the ones that I've made additional pacts with. The celestial dragon himself will not be an issue once he passes over. There is a certain individual in this land who will take care of him at that point.
Take care of him?
Kill him.
Okay. Jesus.
You are correct. It is perhaps foolish to put all of your eggs in one basket. Needless to say, I do have a contingency plan or two. The Uzumaki were once feared across all these lands for our sealing jutsu. The dragons are wary of me and our clan for that reason. if they are wise, they will not go back on their word.
Jesus, this is a lot of information. Okay. Jesus. Hold on.
It would be helpful, of course, Suiko, to have a name such as yours beside mine when I speak to Bakira. I'm confident that I could convince her by myself, but with you, it would be a certainty.
So with this whole war, you want to, let me see if I get this correctly. You want to conquer the lands with the dragon's help, kill the dragon, kill the Uchiha, put the Uzumaki at the top. Is that in order?
That may or may not be the specific order of things, but all of those are objectives that will be accomplished, yes.
Hey, okay. From someone who witnessed war and with how unpredictable it is, how needless it is, how unnecessary, why are you repeating the past like this? You saw what it does. You saw the devastation, how pointless it all is. Why are you doing it all over again? You really think it's going to be so easy to get what you want?
The alternative would be to let the dead rest, and they will not rest until I have my vengeance, until they have their vengeance.
The dead are dead. They don't need vengeance, and I feel terrible for what happened back then. But the world moved on. Vengeance has no place. Not anymore. Not here. You're gonna kill off the entirety of the Uzumaki if you keep this up.
I won't. I've made plans. I've been careful. It is easy for you to speak of vengeance as something to be ignored. But who have you lost, Suiko? Have you lost your squad mates? Have you lost your sensei? If you lost everything, can you truly tell me that you would not be seeking vengeance as well? That the dead would be quiet in your mind?
I believe I could, yes.
Okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
I will say it does line up with Suiko's character to
Christ, can I just get something
genuinely
decent?
You also have a
has
1d4.
something like that.
Your wonderful tuning jacket. Oh, okay, there you go.
Oh, so close.
Jesus.
32, holy shit.
Tetch, he starts to speak and sort of snort, but then it seems like he looks at you and sort of the conviction in your eyes, in your stance, and he stops. He says, maybe you would, Suiko. Maybe we aren't quite as alike as I thought. But the dead, they speak to me. They call to vengeance.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
I know you seek closure after everything that happened to you.
Closure.
You're not going to find it this way. Even if every single Uchiha dies, you're just going to become what you hate.
It's too late for me in that sense. I've done many things since then that the previous me would have thought disgusting. All I can do is ensure that you and your generation, the new Uzumaki, they have their rightful place. Not as relics of the old time kept around at the amusement of the other clans, but as the lions that we were meant to be.
Hudson, I'm sorry, we're breaking the fourth wall for a second. Is the sixth Hokage dead? He's dead, right?
Yeah, he's been dead a while. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This was all like 30 years ago. So.
Cool. all the Uchiha that hurt you have already passed. We've all moved on. I have friends who are Uchiha. I will not stand for them to be killed. I will not stand for their parents to be killed. They do not carry the burden of their ancestors.
Whether or not they understand it, and Tetch sort of he clenches his fist at this point. Go and make an insight check, Suiko.
I don't think Tetch is very happy. I think Tetch is a little upset at spaghetti.
It's gotta make up for that 32.
Yeah. He clenches his fist. He says, whether or not they understand it, and it's not surprising to me that they don't, given how much of their own history has been kept from them. Once they hear, maybe they'll understand. If not, so be it. The Uchiha must die either way. They, and whether or not they were guilty of it, or their fathers or their grandfathers, they are the ones that keep us down. With them as chains around us, we will never ascend to the place that we were meant to be, at the summit of the ninja world. It may be difficult, and there may be bloodshed along the way. And he sort of puts his hands on the table. He says, but a little more blood is nothing to me.
Tetch, no one wants this except you. You've probably scared the shit out of Kira to follow you, but no one truly wants this except for you. The Uzumaki, and I've said this before, but we've moved on. We found a semblance of peace.
That's actually an interesting angle to take.
And you're really just going to take that away from us?
Like, you're the only one that is trying to push us to this point. That's a...
So you can have a fake semblance of closure, dude?
You can make another persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, you sound so mad.
I don't think I can roll a 32 again.
I like the angle of...
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I really like the angle of, like, you're the only one that feels this way. 28.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. At this point, Tetch forms some hand signs. He says, stay out of my way, Suiko. I don't want to kill you, but if you leave me no choice, I will.
I don't want to kill you either, dude. But I will protect what I love and what I cherish.
Okay. You can go ahead and make one last insight check. And then Tetch finishes his jutsu, and in a cloud of smoke disappears.
Oh my God.
16. Okay. Do you have a particular question, or should I give you what I was going to give you for that?
I think you're. Go ahead. You go ahead.
You clearly rattled him. Perhaps to a point that would be pretty surprising, considering how hardened he was at the beginning of this conversation. He looks pretty angry he didn't expect for you to like just bow down and obey whatever he said or whatever, but he didn't expect you to give your counter arguments with such conviction. What he said at the end there, that he'll kill you if he has to. You're not really sure that you buy that. You buy that he would definitely kill your squad mates. You're not sure if he would kill you. He seems to have a special place in his heart for members of the Uchiha clan, and perhaps you in particular, seeing as you're kind of the new Naruto Uzumaki, so to speak, of this generation.
Oh, that's a big position to fill.
That's what you get for that insight check. What would you like to do?
That was spicy.
Take a deep breath and go outside and find the boys. Where they at?
Not the boys.
No, seriously, where are they at?
So we're in me. I would assume we're kind of I would assume at this point we're. Oh, this is late at night, isn't it? I think me
Yeah,
and
by your
Izuto
room.
ended in your room in your room or by your room. It was like 1 and 2. Probably by your room. I would
I
presume.
don't know where my room is, Hudson, but keep me there.
We don't either.
By
Yeah.
your tent would be a
Tent.
better
They're
description.
in the soldiers live in the tents. There is an upper floor of like hotelish rooms that most of the upper class ninja are staying at. That you guys would probably have. But I mean, you guys would probably be like waiting on the balcony or something. Would be my guess. So you guys can meet there.
Wow, welcome to my room. Okay, no, seriously.
That's a sick room.
Open concept.
Open concept, yes sir.
All right, well, that was an eventful discussion. Goddamn. So he wants to slaughter the Uchiha. That kind of rattled me. And of course, I tell you guys everything.
All the stuff. Okay, I
that
was like, do you leave anything out?
Probably what I said, I guess. But that's a little personal. But I tell you everything that he says.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, do you tell us? Like, okay, you pretty much tell us everything you found out from him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think I would also tell you guys that I kind of, get the feeling that I kind of rattled him a little bit on
Okay,
his.
that's what
beliefs.
I was gonna ask, but I was gonna see it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. In that case, then, I kind of look between the two of you, and I'm like, well, I suppose if good.
I was gonna say nothing changes, right?
Yeah. Guess not.
I am happy to hear that it sounds like he is at least somewhat listening to the words that you're saying. I mean, he might not be so fond of us two, but at least from what you're saying, it seems like he cares about you to some extent.
Yeah. And also, these sparrows are in over their head with these goddamn dragons.
Is that the vibe we're getting at this point?
Yeah, seriously. Some of them think they want to become their underlings and worship them, and then other people are like, put them here and then kill them.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, especially seeing as like the like bottom tier sparrows, quote unquote, seem to not get a lot of info about the dragons, which would probably be because they're not so confident about them. So that being said, that's just all more the reason we need to make sure these dragons don't get here.
Yeah. Okay, so we gotta stop the celestial dragon from being summoned because I feel like the second it gets here, it's gonna wreck our shit.
Did you get any info on the timing of any of that, or nothing in that realm?
No, not really.
All right, well, I suppose we continue on plan. I would imagine if Tetch is taking the time to come talk to us, I don't know if that gives us any info, but I feel like he is missing something to complete his plan if he is running around talking to you, talking to people, or he is not so sure about his plan, right? Like if this was something he could do tomorrow, I don't think he would be here talking.
You can make an intelligence check.
I can.
Oh my
Peebo
God.
Pog.
Roll high. I'm getting more the vibe that he's overconfident that things are.
You
I
feel
was
like you're
gonna
on something, but you can't quite pin down exactly the details.
I feel
Oh,
like
wait,
I'm.
are
Did you say I feel like I'm
something?
on to something? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I am just getting the feeling that he is not so confident in his own plan, and he is starting to look for because you mentioned he quote unquote has his contingencies, but is either looking for more contingencies, or is even falling in confidence in those contingency plans. Just anything in that lines. I think his own confidence is fading, especially with us, removing his control of the temple and removing Yanada and like us kind of converting his allies. So I think we're starting to put him on the back foot if we stay on the path we're on.
Yeah, worst case scenario, this is purely pessimistic.
Mm-hmm.
He is done with the ritual, and now it is taking time for the ritual to do whatever it needs to do.
True.
Because I wouldn't see him leaving the mountain for any other reason other than X thing needs to happen, or X thing has happened, and now it's just waiting time. Worst
Yeah.
case scenario, he's done with all his things, and now we're just like waiting.
Yeah, I agree. But I think with this, we definitely continue on the path. If we're under the assumption that more than likely he is to some extent shaken by whatever's going on,
Shooketh.
he shooketh, if you will.
So, sorry, I don't quite remember. We know where Kendra is being held, right? He's in the mountains.
Well, we are assuming he's in the mountains, but with all those shrines and stuff, I don't think we're quite ready to
Okay.
send it up there yet.
He's also a little Jinchuriki boy now.
He is also a little Jinchuriki boy. This is true. He does have a little dragon. But yeah, so I think we continue on the plan to hit the fortress, and then go from there.
Agreed.
Suiko, I mean, how do you feel after the talk?
Mentally?
Yeah, do you know where babies come from now?
Mentally, physically, birds and the bees. You know how it goes.
Shaken, but I feel like I kind of got the upper hand on.
But not stirred. Understood.
Also, feeling real sad with what happened to him and everything. It's very sad to see a hero lose himself like that.
Yeah, I would imagine having inherently the chakra / souls of hundreds of your comrades cannot be an easy thing to deal with. So, it
Regardless,
is somewhat
we need to
understandable.
Look after our generation and our lives. Don't let emotion get in the way of any decisions.
Yeah. Okay. Also, one more thing. Hudson, I want to know the reasoning, because for the dragon giving me, more blessings, because, I didn't roll high last time. Can I try again? Or is it past?
Sure. I'll say tonight, Suiko, feeling clearly somewhat distressed with this conversation. Your dragon senses this and attempts to reach out to you again to comfort you. You can go ahead and make a perception check.
Cool. Well, after that, 32 and 28, I don't think it only goes downhill from here.
Those are pretty impressive rolls.
Yeah, here we go. 16. What do I get?
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. So the connection is a little bit more stable. The dragon, you hear some words, sort of through as though shouted from a long distance. But it says, "The wolf sage taught me how to strengthen the blessing."
Oh. Yeah, cool. I send back, if I can, I send back some thank yous.
Less than 3.
Cool.
It says, "Very welcome. Are you all right, Suiko? I sense your heart is in turmoil."
Aw. Yeah, I'm doing good. A little shaken up, but all we can do is keep moving forward, right, buddy?
I will send what strength I can.
Well, hugs and kisses to my dragon. That's all I needed to know.
All right. I will have Izuto go ahead and make one intelligence check.
Puggies.
Is he a smart boy? Let's see.
I'm so mad
straight
because
up.
I was onto something IRL and my roll was bad. I'm a sad man.
Ew!
We're getting the bad rolls out now. Just trust.
Nice smart boys. And roll next.
I'll do it again because I'm cool.
What is Than's intelligence?
Than's intelligence is a -1 if you really want to know.
You have a chance.
Are we letting Than roll an intelligence check here?
No, Than would not make this connection. That's not something he would be interested in. In any case, the night passes. You guys prepare early in the morning, get a nice head start. Because you guys did kind of spend half a day waiting to speak with Tetch, rather.
Tetchy.
But in any case, you guys get a long night's sleep. So the Konoha group is coming with you, obviously. I'm just going to make one athletics check for them, and then you guys all make your athletics checks as well.
God bless America.
Also with advantage since you guys spent a day.
That's
or
what
at
I'm
least
talking about.
a day rest.
Okay, it's better. 15. I always forget what Dan's is. Yeah, I think it's just a +1. Oh, Than hasn't finished.
God.
Oh, there you go, Fan. Go crazy. All right. Let me know when you want our numbers.
I think we're at 15 almost
Oh,
exactly.
that was
Yeah,
brutal.
give me your numbers, please.
Arata got a 15, and Than got a 19. Give me
All
yours.
I got a 16. Jesus Christ.
That's pretty bad.
That's terrible.
And then Izuto,
I got a 12.
12. All right.
What did our squad roll here?
Exactly, which gives you. Oh, that's so sad. It only gives you 8 hexes. That's at the top end of the 11 to 15 or 15.
So we're like right here before the fortress.
Is it that? Let me.
Oh
check.
no, I thought that's what you were saying. I was like, that's really funny.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't done it yet. But you were just below the 16 was why that was.
I gotcha.
6, 7, 8 now.
Well, we get
Are
double,
roads
right?
one?
Because roads are
Oh, no, roads
2,
are
I think,
double?
right? I believe.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you guys do get there. Towards the end of the day.
All right, Kianara.
With let's see.
Kianara!
I'm still so sad Arinari committed suicide, by the way.
Yeah.
I haven't moved past that yet.
Yeah.
Well, just things can happen off screen. In fact, things often do happen off screen. All right.
Before, like, during this day, do we know what damage, like, Kionari was doing? Could I gain resistance to whatever that was?
She mostly did unarmed attacks, which was
I
bludgeoning.
was gonna say, yeah, she just slapped us around from what I
should
remember.
point out that you guys don't actually know that Arinari is here. She may or may not be.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Kionari.
Or
I mean, mercenaries are slashing, but they're mercenaries. I'll do bludgeoning, worst case scenario.
Great. So, according to the plan, you guys were going to split up. Yeah, I'm just going to copy and paste everyone for now, but we'll spread people out, obviously.
Where are we at? They're dropping us all over here.
Let's see. So the plan was for you guys to go with your different squads. Let's see here. I think that's right.
Let's switch Cheyenne and these two.
Is that true? Let me check.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. So it is. Right. All right.
I've had many words with my war council.
All right. So it's up to you guys. So basically, there are 4 angles of attack because you guys have 4 groups. There's the main gate. There's one team that will go by the cliffside. There's one team that will approach from the western wall and one from the southern wall. So it's up to you guys which squad you'd like to place each. I'll tell you now, I'm going to be doing some abstraction here. I'm not actually going to be rolling for everything related to all the squads because that would take forever.
I hope not.
So I will just tell you this. The Haruto squad, the Uchiha squad, specialize in stealth checks and quick, quiet assassinations, or non-lethal assassination, not knocking people out or whatever. The Kenji squad, that's in the Haruma Shino squad, that's more just straight up combat focused, good at athletics, that sort of thing. And the Sakagiri squad is for anything that requires intelligence, a deft hand, and they're ninjutsu specialists for the most part. So they're able to usually deal with enemies at a distance without being noticed. But they're not necessarily as good at the athletic or stealth specifically, of like getting close to people or anything.
Yeah. What were the 4 points? It was main door, east, west, south.
Yeah, it's basically northwest, southeast. The only 2 things of note are the northern one you're having to scale a cliff, and then the eastern one you're assaulting the main gate. The other two are just climbing the walls.
Yeah, so I think either we go main gate or we send Kenji squad main gate, I presume, because that's probably the most just like blunt force, get in, go crazy.
Yeah.
I'm alright with us going main gate.
Main gate, okay. That was kind of my thought to some extent. Okay.
Aya's group, the stealthy group, doing I think west probably.
I was gonna say, yeah, this left side. And we could also tell them, like, if we want to be like strategic, be like, hey, let us make a bunch of noise and come in like, a minute or so
wait
late.
For a signal.
Yeah, like that kind of thing, since that's kind of their specialty.
Okay, so who's west gate? The stealth squad?
Scaling the north is going to be the Kenji squad.
Okay.
Yuhara and Haruto Uzumaki Uchiha squad is to the west or left, like the left side. The Sakagiri Naki Nariba combo to the south side. Preferably where this tower is and there's no like people. That way they can shoot from the towers that are already there. And we're going through the main gate, I think is the ideal plan here.
And then we were saying we were gonna have our stealth gang kind of come up a little, like a little late. We'll cause some distraction, and then they come up and
I think all of them should come up a little late, to be honest.
Take out from the end. Oh, that's true. Actually, we definitely make first noise.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to remind you guys, because it was mentioned by your recon squad, there is in the keep. There's an inside. The entrance is let's see, towards the north.
Is it this thing?
Yeah, I think it's that thing there. Yeah.
Can you ping? Oh, there we go.
Right.
And so if there are reinforcements coming out, it's probably going to be from there. There are also like trapdoors where people can get out through towers. So yeah, those are the two things that I would note.
Okay. Yeah. Besides that, I'm good. And all of these villagers, we understand, are non-hostile, right? Like these are just regular people.
Your Jonin squad reported that the villagers were on the walls and they were usually gagged and bound, at least at the hands.
Yeah, so
you don't have more information on that.
Okay, gotcha. So assuming probably meat shields for them because they're poo-poo heads.
Yeah.
That would be a fair assumption to make, I suppose. All right. So I'll let you guys start. I'll have you guys go ahead and roll a stealth check as you try to get, I assume, as close to the gate as possible.
I fuck with me some stealth checks now.
I just kind of wanted to talk to them.
Can we do like the Monty Python where we walk up and just like sit there and talk
That's
up to him for a
genuinely
while?
what I was thinking.
Yeah. That never goes wrong. Never ever.
Hey, sneaky.
That's fine. I mean, it could be worse.
What is Than? Than is a +8 as well.
Damn.
How are you guys all ninja, but like none of you are stealthy?
What do you mean? I'm just,
With the exception of Arata, I guess.
Yeah, Arata tries his best.
like me and Than got some stealth.
So we're just like, what?
That was
knock on the door.
An average of 11.75.
Perfect.
Just that's what I'm talking about. All right. The enemies will roll for their perception checks.
One. Give me a -1 on perception, please.
They're giving me a nat 20. I want them to see this.
Oh no!
They do not have a -1 on perception.
Damn it.
They +3.
+3. Ooh.
Okay. So you guys try to cling to the shadows as best you can. I assume Arata and Than are at or actually, who's at the front? Well, yeah. What's the order that you guys are trying to go in?
I'm sure. Oh, are we allowed like prep time?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, you should do any prep. Yeah, I see.
Sorry, I wasn't. I don't know what those are. Assuming like as close as we could have gotten, I would have sat down and gathered some shade chicker like right before we fought.
Actually, this will be a bit easier if I do this. I'll also like, I mean, we can retake this. I'll summon some clones.
22. I pass with a +5. I forget my exact rules. I have them written. I gain 10 and then 5 for every 5 over. And the first one's 15, so I gain 10 Sage Chakra. Man, my first rolls have not been great with that. It's been quite rude.
All right. Is everyone done with their prep?
Yeah.
As good as it can be, I suppose.
All right. So I will say, Izuto, you probably can't have your clones out if you're trying to approach stealthily.
I don't know why we're approaching stealthily.
Well,
You guys don't have to. I'm
Yeah.
just, if you want to, I mean, you rolled for it.
Thoughts?
I said, I'm okay with not, because we're really trying to make noise for the other groups to come in
Yeah.
more secretly.
Especially with Izuto and I not being.
So
That was my theory, so
yeah,
we can
I'm
walk on both sides. It's fine.
Let's just goddamn charge.
All right. So you guys don't get particularly far, starting basically at the edge of the woody area here.
with 5 easy toes coming in.
The mercenaries on the outcropping there at this tower shout the alarm, and this one sort of steps forward, or this one steps forward, leaning out, calling out to you guys and saying, "Any closer, and we kill the hostages."
Ooh, don't like that. How fast can I get there with Hellport?
Can I see all the clones?
What's that?
1, how fast can you get there with Hellport? 2, can you see all of them? Like all
I
the
mean,
clones.
I don't know how fast you can get there with Helport. However, the mercenaries are like for the most part, looking out over the edges of the battlement there. This fort isn't particularly well constructed. There's like cracks in the battlement. What are they called? Crenellations or whatever.
Gotcha.
So you can see them well enough.
How high are these walls? Like to climb up them?
It's about 20 feet. It's
20 feet up. Okay, and does this this bridge, does this go like straight up, or would you have to go across the bridge and then still go up as well? Is this
you'd have to go across the bridge and then the bridge goes across. There's there's a gatehouse here. You can only see the top of it.
Okay.
It empties out on this side.
It's there. Okay, cool. Gotcha. All right.
So what would you like to do? He issues the threat.
I mean,
We could Monty Python it. To be honest with you, actually.
So their opening statement was just don't take another step or we kill the hostages.
That was the opening
Their
statement.
rip. All right. All right. I am not going to enter sage mode yet then, because I feel like that would be slightly off-putting. So I will, I guess not. I was going to say I step forward. I won't step forward. I just look up and I'm like, whoa. Shouting across. No need to kill any innocents here. We're just trying to figure out what's going on up here.
Okay. I'll say he sees that the Izuto clone's back there. So he does make the assumption that you guys are ninja.
That's valid.
Can they roll a stealth check?
I think they probably share Izuto's stealth check. It's not that great.
Rolled.
The mercenary says, "Nothing you need to worry about. This is not your territory. Get lost, kid."
Listen, as much as I would love to, I really don't appreciate hostages and innocents being threatened to death. So, just what are the odds we let those go? Why do we need hostages in the first place? Trying to prod a little
Nothing will
bit.
happen to these guys if you take you and whoever's hiding in the woods around. I'm sure there's more than just you guys. Take your squads and
As
F
he
off.
says this, I chuckle at the at the whole whoever's in here. I just say, look, man, I don't want to be that guy, but if we wanted to take you all, we could. All right, I am just trying to make sure no one gets hurt and we let the innocents go.
Yeah. I also want to add, also, buddy, you're not getting paid enough to be doing this. Let's be real.
Not the paycheck.
You're really gonna throw your life away for this, buddy? Come on.
What's with the persuasive Suiko today?
She hit him with the paycheck. That's crazy.
I'll tell you what, mine was going to be really persuasive too, but in the opposite direction.
So, Suiko, you can roll with advantage because Arado did help you with that.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm...
Yeah,
I was banking on.
We stand Suiko persuasion rolls, and I'm glad it went that way because I was about to activate Sage Mode as an intimidation check, but, we were going to see what went on there.
26, how do we feel about that, Hudson? Do I still need to roll for
Good
advantage?
rolls, good rolls. I mean,
Well,
yes.
you
always roll for advantage.
Oh, yeah, I get that. Hold on.
That nat 20, it's waiting.
All right. The mercenary, so Suiko steps forward and says this. You guys have kind of gotten used to it at this point, but there's kind of a constant sort of emanating aura from Suiko. That is, it's power. It's not like oppressive. It's almost more like comforting, calm like water, you might say. Deep as the ocean.
Nagi.
Nagi.
The mercenary, clearly somewhat affected by, I don't know. It'd be like I don't know, like a cardinal with like all of his robes coming out of the forest and like telling him to lay down his arms. In terms of like the presence, he says he looks at his friends and then back at the hostages, and then back down at you guys. He says, If we put down our arms, you'll let us live?
Every last one of you.
Absolutely.
That puts down their arms.
All right. He will roll a insight check.
I was like, I'm not lying. I will let them live if they don't kill hostages or fight us.
We're all telling the truth, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
He frowns. I almost don't know what that means. In terms of,
I don't know if that's good or
he
bad.
believes you, or he thinks you're lying, or like he just doesn't know.
Then why can't you roll this low when you're attacking?
Actually, these are the questions.
Throws all those nat 20s at us when he's killing us.
He looks a bit frightened. He looks at his buddies and says, "I'm not sticking around. It's up to you guys if you want to stay." He goes over here and
Smart guy.
drops down with a rope, sort of tying it to the crenellation here. His buddies take one look and join him.
Yawn.
And they slowly approach you guys along the road, clearly very cautious, and just slowly start backing away. These guys on the wall here, seeing sort of what's happening, hearing what's going on, they join them pretty quickly.
I really want to do the whole you look at them, just go boo as they're saying.
Once they get to, assuming you guys don't want to do anything, they continue down the road, and once they get to a certain point, they just start running down the road.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Excellent.
You've dealt with those mercenaries. This conversation was limited to sort of that area, however.
Yeah, makes sense.
The other, so it's up to you guys what you like to do. There's still shouts going on in the keep. What you say?
Do we want to now jump up, make noise, and then
I was gonna say, no time like the present to go in.
call the others? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say then we're all kind of running up, to run up to this one, I guess.
Yeah, run up the rope of whatever they dropped down from.
Oh, we're going up there. Okay.
That's my plan, just because I'm ranged.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I'll run
is
up
this
some out
lady
to...
tied up, Hudson? She's tied up, right?
Yeah, her hands are bound. She's currently like crouching against the crenellation, just like trying to stay hidden.
Not the 5 easy
Can
toes,
I
dude. I
just-
can't.
It's the formation, dude.
Oh, wait.
As for hostages, and I guess I would say this before we go in. Obviously, risk what you need, and I'd say we untie them at the end. We don't know if there's any like sleeper agents
Agreed.
within them.
100%
But
agreed.
I'm also worried though because remember, people can come up through those trapdoors, and that lady is right by a trapdoor.
Agreed. But I
Well,
don't
we can
think
untie her real quick, I guess.
Yeah.
What if we untie her and tell her to like safely, like once we clear an area, untie the people that she like knows and is comfortable with, and kind of keep that train going.
Sure. Yeah.
So just real quick, I would like to remind you that the hostages, or the villagers rather, their hands are bound and they're also gagged, so they can't speak to you unless you take out the gag. Also, these mercenaries, they were sort of stationed on the towers here. They saw what happened. As you come up the wall, they like put their hands up and like slowly make their way down, and they run off to assuming you let them.
Yeah, definitely let him pass.
Cool. Can I just like quickly untie this lady and ungag her?
Sure. She bows to you and she says, "Thank you, mistress. The others, they have the children. They're in the keep."
Put in here. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I was gonna set
We'll
fire to
get
the
to
building.
them.
I thought that would have been the
The
quickest
lady
way to
does
end that.
not. The lady does not hear Izuto say that. I do not need her having a panic
No,
attack.
this is an aside from Izuto.
Just like,
But
damn,
then
I was just
Izuto thinking like thought bubble, like, "Oh, I was gonna set fire."
I was just gonna set the whole thing on fire if backup's there. What's the point? What's the point of keeping it?
Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, okay, so don't worry about it. We'll take care of it, ma'am. You focus on yourself, get yourself to safety, keep away from the enemy soldiers.
Well, untie villagers when she sees that she can safely do so. Don't just go off by yourself.
Yeah. If you can, if you feel like it's safe enough to help other people, do it. Untie them and get them out of here.
She nods and looks frightened but determined. This is the first bit of hope that she's had in quite a while. She nods and says, "Do you have a knife or something?"
Yeah, hand her a kunai.
Okay.
She
takes it.
kunai step.
So, unfamiliar with it, but able to, she can tell what the point is.
I would hope she could cut a rope with it. I'd be a little concerned.
We pass by and she's cutting people with just the handle.
She runs up, sort of as stealthy as she can, like sort of hiding behind the little obstacle there, and waiting for you guys to continue. She nods and says, "As soon as you guys clear them out, I'll let people go. I'll start cutting bonds."
Ooh.
All right. So running up, do we want to? Because I can kind of just like rock people's world at 20 health with Hellport.
Yeah, it seems
Just-
like a waste if there's backup.
Yeah. So do we just want to like call them up and then go where help is deemed?
I say we just. I mean, I was gonna do this in like the very rash fashion of just going to the middle and starting to incite battles with anybody who wanted it.
Nah, I fuck with that too. I'll follow you in.
We go to the middle and then
Yes.
everyone else.
Yeah, and we'll call them in
Okay.
from the outsides if anyone wants to actually start fighting or if people want to run and leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a second thought, I can also just send a clone to do that.
Yeah, since we're kind of going more the intimidation route, then I will go ahead and activate Sage Mode, just as my bonus action. So you see the markings and the glowing start to just emanate around my body, and I just look at Izuto and go, "All right, well, let's get some action."
On delay. Yeah, I am.
Let me know when you guys are signaling
What
your
is-
fellow squad mates to come in.
Gotcha. What is like the highest point we see towards the middle? So like I'm sure this part at the like top of the thing is the highest.
This
Like
part.
in the middle, like if we were to like stand on this tower, like can we see most things or?
Yeah, so these two towers in the middle here, you can see most places in the keep aside from like the higher portions of the structure in the back.
Okay, were you pointing to these two right here? These.
Yes.
What I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to make our way there and run it?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we just kind of start going through then until it's a problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just go ahead and move you guys.
Yeah.
Speed things along. You guys begin making your way across the courtyard when the mercenaries, they don't call out a warning, they just start attacking. So we'll go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh, I
knew
can't
you-
even
you
intimidate
guys-
them. Man.
I was gonna intimidate.
I was so excited because I get chakra control for intimidation. I was about to go nuts. What are we doing? Or rolling initiative?
Initiative. I got a 15. God damn, 27. Jesus.
I have a really high initiative in Sage mode. I'm a speedy boy when I got my markings going.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
So,
I can
welcome to the most chaotic battle, probably.
tell. Yeah, definitely the most large scale.
All right. Initiative.
Excuse me.
More will be coming in as the fight goes on.
Of course, of course.
Where's the turn over? There's the turn. First
Nope.
up, with an Izuto got a 25.
I'm just build diff.
Get absolutely rolled, Izuto. Wait, what is your plus now for initiative?
6.
Oh, okay.
Ridiculous. All right. Anyway, Arata, you were up first. So you see these guys, the archers in particular, sort of knocking their arrows and getting ready to
Okay.
attack.
With my glowing red markings and impressive speed, before doing anything, I would like to look up to these people knocking their arrows and just go, whoever wants to leave now is allowed to leave without death. I don't actually want to kill people,
you can
but
make an intimidation check.
there it is. There it is. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. Dude, 2?
Oh. Oh.
Damn. 17, even with the 2.
The mercenaries scoff and say, "We outnumber you 10-1."
I just go, all right. And I would like to activate Helport. Okay, well, actually, before doing that question, because we talked about, overkill and such. With Helport, am I allowed to not, because it is like a melee, am I allowed to non-lethal them with Helport? Or like, what's the vibe?
Yeah, helport is fine because it's just like teleporting to them and attacking or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
With the other one where it's like it leaves a 500-foot crater.
Oh no, that one specifies that it has to be lethal. That one does specify that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, with something like Helport, though, you learn to use your Sage mode well enough that you're not just going to take off somebody's head unless you intend
Okay,
to.
cool. That's what I wanted to make sure, because Arata would not actually want to kill these people, Okay, Rada will go ahead and spend 4 Sage Chakra. Oh, it's doing this stupid... Okay, there we go. And start dashing around like an absolute madman. So, he will... how high is this wall right here?
An extra 15 feet.
Extra 15. All right. So I will go 35, 50, and I will just kind of poof next to this guy and make an attack against this mercenary right here. Rada Sage Art attack. All right. I mean, I can roll the damage if we're so inclined. So,
All right. That will...
So I knock this guy.
No, it doesn't technically instant kill them because that is not a minimum of 20. It's a minimum of 18. So you do have to roll.
Oh, because that's funny. Yeah. Okay. So I poof, knock him out at 50. So then this is another 10. Oh, no, that's 15 because it's diagonal. So we are at 65. I'm going to write this down because I'm going to forget throughout all this. I will attack this archer. What's their AC? I might have missed.
Their AC is 15.
Nice.
Woo!
All right, the archer's knocked out. Ooh, exactly. And then I will hit the mercenary. What's the mercenary AC?
Sorry. So the archer is actually an AC of 13. The mercenaries are 15 for AC.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Archer's exactly knocked out. Mercenary is hit and knocked out. I will poof here, I suppose. So that's another 20. So we're at 85. This is the world we live, boys. Sage attack on the archer. Hit. Down. And then on the mercenary. Shit. All right.
That's funny.
I guess I will take an extra poof for this archer. Taking my second attack. Although if I miss this, I did not buff it, so I'm kind of in. Okay. All right, he gets rolled. Do these people over here to my left have a reaction to this?
Did you take out the archer? Or
I did, yes.
Okay.
The archer was 36 damage.
I looked away for a second.
These people to the left.
Yeah.
What's going on over there now? After
They saw you guys approach, but they have apparently been given instructions to stay on their side unless they're needed somewhere else or told to go somewhere else. So they were like sort of gearing up for the fight, but not expecting it so soon. They look over there and see you having taken out 5 of them.
Yes.
And probably, since the body would just be falling to the ground, they probably couldn't tell that you were non-lethaling them necessarily.
That's true. Yeah, this would all be happening within like split seconds of each other.
Yeah. They get their stuff and they call out. They say, "We need get down here. We need reinforcements."
Oh, God, I was hoping they'd run. Fucking sons of bitches. All right, this is their fault. So with 90, I can go another 60. Dude, my bonus action dash is so stupid. Okay. So I can appear here and hit this mercenary at least. Click. He is down. Let's see. What does Blzane want to do? So he's stopping there. Can I bonus action anything to... I could afterglow and try to hit all of them, which would be really funny. That'd be a sick way. Actually, I'm gonna go for it just because this would be sick. Okay. So I will spend 7 chakra to bonus action afterglow. And so as I finish teleporting, I kind of land and immediately without hesitation kind of land against this like wall right here. I have the wrong thing. Like the land against this edge and like shoot off, going exactly 30 feet here, making a single attack to all 4 of these people. So this is just a normal attack though. So this will be I'll go from right to left because that's the order I hit them. So this is the archer. That will hit. So it is this. Wait, what? Why did that roll a d20? All right. I don't have the right thing set for that, so I'm going to just have to 2d8 plus... Was it like 12? No. All right, so the first archer takes 21. Then I'll go mercenary at the bottom. We'll hit our 2d8 plus 12. This mercenary gets knocked out. Then the archer above him. I have not rolled a single 20 on my hits yet. I'm sad. Click. 24 on the archer, and then hitting this mercenary up top. Nice, I didn't miss any. 2d8 plus 12. He is knocked out. And that is Arata's turn.
All right. Next up is Izuto.
I dare this archer to fucking do something. On God.
Izuto just moved with his clones.
I should give the reaction. All right, so the archers, the 2 remaining, they just look around in horror, and they look down at the squad down there, and they say, Get the hostages.
Well, shit. I would assume we start to signal them at this point, right? Like once.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I think now we would start to signal our squads to hop up since we've made a lot of noise.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt your turn there. Easy to.
Yeah, easy to figure out.
Yeah, I will move like 30 with my clones.
Can I make a reaction statement to the person's hostage statement? Or no?
No, you've done
Okay.
it.
I figured I'd
You
ask.
sick
I figured I'd
human
ask.
being.
Listen, I figured I'd ask.
I'll actually. Here. I'll switch this way just so I can. aim at them.
Hudson, how much does it cost to climb these little castle walls?
Usually about 15 feet, unless it looks bigger than that.
Yeah, Izuto, and seeing that at least the people here have a bit more bravery, as a bonus action, he will use what's it called? Clone Art Misdirect. So now my AC is higher because enemies do not know which one I am. As well as if I am concealed, my crit range increases.
Poggies.
As an action, I look at the archers. What are the archers in front of me? Kind of. I know it's far, but what are they looking like?
They were looking at the situation there. They've kind of gathered up from their surrounding towers, and they're all knocking arrows, getting ready to fire at you guys. It looks like their plan was to wait for you guys to get up here and then start firing.
I see. I guess I look at them. My clone's kind of helping me with this maneuver, and I, as kind of they're helping me mold this chakra. I look at them and I'm just like, well, if you wanted it this way, be gone. And I shoot. I kind of take a deep breath and shoot this superheated beam that burns everything in 120 feet, which I think hits them. These two need to make a dex save.
Okay.
And I'm using clone art assault with this instead of the actual jutsu, which increases the save DC by. I think increases the save DC or the damage roll. Hold on.
So
They wouldn't save that.
with a 25?
I think not. Plus, oh wait, no, it depends. It depends what this is. That's a 24, I think, actually. Yeah.
Okay, so one of them saves, one of them fails.
Yeah. One of them saves, one of them fails. And then I will just increase the damage done. Where are you? Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, so one takes 30, the one that didn't fail, and the other one takes 50. Hold on, I have to roll the extra 1d4 again. Okay, so one takes 16, and then the other one takes 31, I think, or 15. I don't know if you round down or up.
You round down.
Then you have 15. With this giant superheated beam shooting at them, everything within 5 feet of the stream. So everything within 5 feet, I guess, this way, that is not, so like, I'm doing this for the sake of the arrows. Everything that's not being worn or held catches on fire. And everything between me and these people also catches on fire. That's not being worn or held.
Yeah, so it's mostly just stonework. The trapdoor itself would be wood, so it goes on fire. There's also a sort of a couple bundles of arrows, extra arrows that catch on fire. So I probably will have the mercenary take a little bit of damage on his turn since he's sort of standing on the fire right now. Um, yeah. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. That'll be it.
All right. Naki's squad is up
Listen,
next.
I really hope this squad can protect
Um,
and stop these guys from hitting.
Where's Naki's squad?
Dun,
They-
dun,
Where did I put them?
dun, dun,
Oh, they're south. Okay.
dun, dun.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, right. They're right there. Okay. So they will roll their investigation check.
They're vibing on the wall right now.
Okay. So they reveal themselves on the edge of the wall here. Clearly, they were just sort of waiting for the opportunity to attack this this group here. With their collective ninjutsu, they managed to take out two of them and shadow clone pin or shadow stitch pin the other three, at least for the moment.
Nice. Actually big.
The Haruto squad, there it is, jumps out of this area and rushes stealths towards the enemy to try to take them out silently.
Nice. Good roll.
Collectively, I sort of staying in the shadows, and Haruto and Yuhara charging in. They managed to knock out all five.
Let's go.
Vamonos.
Vamos!
And next up is whoever. Oh god, I'll need to delete the ones that are unconscious. Okay, I'm just gonna delete like the ones that are unconscious. Their bodies are there, they're fine, but they're clogging up the turn order here.
That's valid.
Fair enough. You can click on. I think you can click on their icon and it takes them away from the turn order.
That's not as satisfying.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough. I'm sorry. We
Right,
questioned
this
his blood.
presumably is still alive. Where is he though? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's currently being bound. I assume the mercenaries up here.
Fucking do some art. The archer's up by me, in like the middle left.
Oh god, where is he?
Right where
it's
Arata
this
is.
one. Yeah, it's the one near. Yeah, he'll go and roll a wisdom check.
Yeah, if he's wise, he's gonna get the fuck out of here, bro. On God.
In fact, yes. Realizing that he is currently outmatched, he attempts to retreat towards the keep.
No,
Right.
just leave out the other way. Now you're gonna be a problem.
Shion's squad will charge down slopes, making their athletics check.
Yeah. We ain't reaching that.
Go crazy, Kenji. This is your moment.
Good rolls for the Konoha squad so far. They silently, well, not silently, but quickly get down on either side and sweep the tower clear.
They finally got screen time. They're making the most of it.
Actually,
Hey, Shion and Kenji have gotten the most screen time
that's true.
out of any ally so far.
They're clearing the towers and just sort of waiting for you guys to approach to continue their assault.
You go, Kenji. I'm so proud of you.
Next up is Than.
All right, Thanny boy, what are we thinking? I suppose Than would probably just be trying to follow and keep up with me for the most part. So he will go 30. He will dash. Actually, you know what he'll do? He'll dash this third. Oh, wait, no, he has to go up. That's right. 15, so he ends there. Oh, that's so inconvenient. I was going to have him help the villager out, but... Yeah, okay. That's all Dan can do. He doesn't really have a bonus action.
All right. Next up is Suiko.
Okay. Just barely gets me to that goddamn wall. Okay. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. So I used 2 bonus actions, so I could double the sprint, and then I would like to use my action to utilize the fearsome seal on my iron claw. It says my weapon's primary ability is scored against the target's wisdom insight check. And I would just like to yell at them, you guys better scram. You're going to die if you stay here. Get lost while you can.
They can't move.
Oh, shit, you're right.
You're yelling this at people that are literally pinned down.
Can I signal for them to, well, I mean, I can signal to them to, like, let them go if they agree, can I?
Yep, you could.
Okay, let me change my little intimidation. You guys are trapped. You're gonna die if you keep fighting. This is your last chance to give up and scram.
Nice save.
Good
All right. So intimidation check. Go for it.
God, too many shits.
Yeah, your tuning check, it might be persuasive, but it's just not very intimidating.
It's not intimidating. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, it does, one question, it does say I use my infused weapons primary ability score. Is that referring to its 1d6?
That would be its strength or dex, right? So your strength, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, this is an intimidation check that you're doing, right?
Yeah. So d20 with a plus 10 then, right?
What?
Doesn't matter.
The mercenary, instead of the intended effect where he sort of loses hope and is wanting to run away, he gets sort of a fatalistic look to his eye, and he looks down at these group of villagers here,
Shit.
and he says, "I'll take at least some of them down with me."
It's when you're fucking trying to do. Well, alright, I used up my action and stuff.
All right.
It's not really a point in rolling his insight.
It seems pretty clear.
I'm not entirely sure what ability you're trying to use with that. That sounded like an intimidation check to me. What's the name of the seal? Here, I mean, I can look at it.
The fearsome seal. But I get to use my action to make an intimidation check, and then I roll against their wisdom.
Oh, so you're rolling against something.
Well, on a success, the target drops any weapon they're holding out of fear. Okay.
I don't think I can succeed with an 11, so it's fine.
Definitely can.
I also say, I don't think they're that
Yeah,
wise.
it is against his. All right, so yeah, I'll have him roll an insight check. That is reasonable.
Like that, if you roll 20.
Look at that.
So he gets a fatalistic look to his eye, but your incredible intimidating presence causes him to drop his bow. He sort of like is wanting to scramble for it and grab it, but he's doesn't have it on him right now, and he's currently paralyzed, so he can't really grab it very well. All right. Next up, the archer here. Roll a wisdom check. Yeah, this one not quite. Well, he runs. He backs off 10 feet. Would you like to attack?
I would absolutely love to attack him because that'll make my next turn way easier.
Okay.
It is just an insta kill because it's like plus 13 or whatever.
Technically, with a nat 1, I would still make you miss.
Oh, I meant the damage. I meant
15.
the damage. Yeah.
All right. So it looks like he's like getting his bow ready to do a cool like slide away and shoot you while he's sliding away.
Whoa!
He like starts sliding and you just like bop him on the head.
Damn. As I knock him out, I do go. I respect the attempt with the sauce, though. That was cool.
Next up is the archer down here who he scrambles for his bow, trying to resist the paralysis, but it's not very effective. The other mercenaries, lacking ranged options, just try to struggle against the shadow paralysis. Top of the round, Arata, you're up.
Oh, right. Yeah, you really made this guy like 55 feet away, which is very rude, to say the least.
Completely intentional.
Yeah, he did put him 5 feet out of that range. I don't. Can I get to y'all with a helport? Hold up, we're gonna find out. 135. I couldn't hit everybody. Oh yeah, I'd have to go up. Okay, so yeah, I am going to run my 50. I guess just bonus action dash the first 5, and then try to slap my guy here. Siege mode attack. Cool. 2d8 plus 13. I mean, he just gets knocked. So I just kind of come up behind him and with like the blunt of my knuckle blade, just like hit him on the neck, like the good old like karate chop, just go pa, to knock him down. How close would I be to need? How close would I be to need? To be able to like to yell at these people, or could they hear me from here yelling? It's like
they could hear you yelling. Yeah, I mean you'd have to be shouting pretty loud, but yeah,
okay.
They could hear you.
I'll step up at least a little bit, like to this edge, and I will just start shouting, with like kind of the rest of what would have been my movement, and just go, look around. All right, just drop the weapons and go. That's all I'm asking for. I don't want to have to take y'all out too. With like the arms out, just like look at everything.
Okay. You can roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Yes. Oh, what are these intimidation rolls? Dude, come on, man.
Some of them waver for a moment, some like looking at each other. But one of them, he gets sort of a gleam in his eye and he steps forward and puts his sword to the throat of the villager there.
Shit.
And he says, "We have orders for people like you. Back off or his blood's on your hands."
So do I see the squad up here?
Yeah, they appear to be waiting for your signal to attack.
I look up at Kenji specifically and like wink at him. But I look at this mercenary and just go, hey, I don't want any innocent blood, and I won't make any more like movements towards them, as to hopefully give them a chance to do something about it.
I'll give the team an advantage on their roll since you are kind of serving as a pretty effective distraction at the moment.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, next up is Izuto.
Izuto being unsatisfied with the strength or the outcome of.
I don't roll their initiatives. I think I didn't.
I don't think so. I mean, they're on fire. They can skip the initiative. They're being on fire.
They're gonna shoot some arrows at you before the start of your turn. Because I would have skipped their turn otherwise.
Oh man.
Did the thing come from you in particular, or did it come from like your clones and you?
My clones and me.
Okay, so they would just shoot at whatever's closest to them. So does that hit the clone?
Excuse me.
The clones have, I think, a 19 as an AC.
So that would hit. So that clone there, they have just 1 HP, right?
They have 1 HP. Yeah.
Kapoof.
So one of them goes poof. Let's see, 2 more. Where did I click? Oh. Miss.
That's embarrassing. Oh, that's really embarrassing. Does he shoot himself in the foot with that?
No, the arrow catches on fire and doesn't make it all the way.
That's hype, actually. I like that.
All right. Izuto, you are up.
Yeah, I just sigh. The rest of my clones sigh as well. And we will just go and move up this tower to here, using an action and my bonus action for them to use. We all use dash and get up here.
Izuto army.
Yeah. Izuto's supremacy.
Mush. Onward mid.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Next up is Naki's squad. They will continue to try to finish off the group here.
Go crazy, Naki. Nice.
Successfully, seeing as they're all paralyzed, not exactly a huge feat. I'll say not only do they take them out,
Damn feetless.
but with a combination of Nariba and Sakagiri, they managed to sort of, with Suiko's consent, of course, possess her body temporarily and sort of guide it along, assisted with the shadows to help her move up to this part of the castle.
Oh, that's cool. That's
yeah.
And that will be their thing. Next up, some mercenaries here. This one goes over to the woman and sort of roughly grabs her and puts his throat to her, or his sword to her throat.
Either way.
Gently caresses her ear.
They're very gentle mercenary. And I guess he would get like that. And same with that guy there. Haruto's squad stealthily moves up towards the squad that they left to the north. And they're like legitimately, I'm not like just giving it to them. They're rolling pretty well.
They are rolling high.
They successfully take out this squad, who was still kind of aware that there was a combat happening, but with their strict orders focused on this side of the wall. They did not see the Haruto squad coming.
Yeah, this group does seem very stuck on their orders.
Well, they once you meet their leader, you might know why.
Oh, fair enough.
In any case, they send you a signal, I suppose, informing you that they've taken care of sort of their side of the wall, at least for the moment.
Nice.
Next up, the mercenaries. He sort of preps in action to attack if you try to move forward. Mercenary archers. Oh, excellent. They shoot at the Izuto army. Foolish and point. Oh no, not quite pointless. One of them, the closest one, the one next to you, does go poof. They let out a cheer as they think that they're making a lot of progress here. And was that two of them or three of them? Just the two. All right, so it's next. Mercenary here preps action. The archer here sort of backs up behind, getting ready to fire. And Shion's squad is up. With Arata's help, they are getting advantage on their athletics check here. Okay, 23. They bull down, focusing mainly on taking out the guys near the hostages, which they successfully do. They then grab the hostages and sort of put them to the other side, sort of forming a protective formation.
Nice.
And Than's up.
I suppose Than will just keep on trucking. Also, quick question. If we can, I might even have Than do it. Like, if you could, of like barking to this lady to start releasing the villagers that she's, good on releasing.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. However, she would have at this point, seeing as like the northern wall are cleared, begin releasing and gathering the villagers. So yeah.
And then I will have Than. I guess Than can't ask that. I won't meta that too hard. Yeah, Than will just keep trying to make his way to Arata, I suppose. So 30. Poor Than, bro.
Should I have given Than Sage Mode too?
I think so.
Yes.
My man used to be the stronger of the two, and now he's got to speed up. We gotta up them legs.
And work on leg day. All right. Suiko's up.
Zoom. Oh, if I can. Zoom. Cool. Well.
Just
That's all I can do. I zoomed with my full speed.
Are you sure about that? You have 2 bonus actions that you could do with combo points, remember? I mean, it's up to you if you want to use them or not. But...
Oh, yeah. I can. Yeah, I can. Okay. So I can use a combo point to get more movement. Sure. Okay. And then I will still have No, well, okay. If I use my actions per bonus action. I mean, I'm pretty much out of movement though, because
What did you dash us? You have 2 bonus actions, so you could
Yeah.
dash both of them with combo.
yes, and that's what I did.
Okay.
100,
So
110 feet. There is this wall in front of me. I assumed I would need an extra little 5
Yeah,
feet to get over it.
yeah, something like that. I mean, you'd still have your action to dash if you wanted to, just to get in there. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, sure. I might as well. Make use of it. I'm gonna just for intimidation. Whatever. What damage are they gonna do to me? You know.
True.
I mean, if your interest is in protecting the villagers, the right side here doesn't quite have a full cordon around the villager.
Got it.
All right. Next up is the mercenary here. I will give him 2 attacks since he had his other attack prepped. Kenji nimbly dodging both of them.
Nice. Go, Kenji.
Mercenary archer. Oh, the last mercenary archer. He will continue thinning out the easy to. What was the AC? Was it 18 or 19?
19.
19.
Oh, so close. So I imagine like this one, like Izuto just like barely dodges it, whipping, taking a little bit of his hair.
I grabbed the arrow on that one. The other ones just took it. I grabbed the arrow for him.
The mercenary here runs forward and attacks Suiko.
Wait, I guess it depends who he was attacking. Because I think I was. I don't know.
Against 19.
Your clones have different ACs.
No. I have a
God.
different AC. I don't know who he was attacking.
He was attacking the clone.
I got you.
Okay. Harumi and Suiko easily dealing with the mercenaries' attacks, getting injured. The archer attempts to attack the villager.
Piece of shit.
Harumi, however, uses her protection abilities as a defender to take the attack in his stead, and blocking it smoothly with a what do you call it? A rotating. What do you call that? The rotate.
The palm things.
Palm rotation.
Palm rotation. Yeah. I don't think she actually has that, but just for the sake of this. All right,
For the sake of
Harumi.
the sauce.
For the sake of Hugo's.
I'd like to keep my Sage Chakra, seeing as, they probably have a leader. Yeah, that's probably... So, how much extra movement would it be to get over this bad boy? Like 10, 15, 20?
10 is fine.
Okay. Arata will run over here, so 35. Then extra 10, so that puts me at 50. I will bonus action dash. I suppose I'll just help wipe out left to right here. And I will just slap this mercenary with the blade.
He will use his iron web.
I'll say even without that, this is not
Hey, the tried and true.
It's back.
22.
Due to popular demand.
I don't remember really feeling too popular about this one, but that's my opinion.
Nah, it's in high demand amongst all the
Me,
candidates.
myself, and I. Really like
It is hard to argue with God, I suppose.
So he does manage to throw up an iron web, barely managing to survive Arata's attack.
I like the I go to try to punch through it, and I get through like 90% of it, which is the actual chain.
He seems to be encouraged by this. God, we can stop him. We can do this.
Oh, he says I just go fuck off.
The archers from the western or eastern wall call out, yeah, we've already taken out several of them.
God damn it.
Izuto, you're up.
Izuto will just win friction shatter, and he'll just be in front of his clowns. I'm trying to get there. Izuto's bored with how slow he is. Izuto will go.
How do you think Fan feels?
60. I think Fan's PC feels fine. 20. Or I guess it's minus 15 if I want to go down easily, huh?
Yeah, it would be.
'Cause I'd be there. And then with the extra dash from when... Wait, no, that's what I just used. JK little Mao. I was like, how tall is this wall? Can I just like throw jutsu over it, or not really?
It's about 10 feet or so.
Excuse me.
Okay, but if I wanted to cast jutsu to hit something, could I?
Oh yeah, you can target them. Yeah, you can see over it if that's what you're asking.
Izuto army will be...
Distracting archers.
No, I want them here. Izuto army will be right there. This is... Oh, that's right. Because anyway, yeah. Who would I be aiming at here?
Probably preferably the archers so they don't snipe our villager.
CC.
God, if we were to lose just one, I'd feel so bad. We saved so many.
Yeah, I go ahead and
Kind of put my palm out, and then fire globes start spawning as I start shooting. I guess this archer here.
All right.
Oh, actually,
Are they within?
ahaha, they are.
Actually, I won't do it. That's just a waste of chakra. Be 2 chakra for nothing. I'm like guessing that hits.
Yeah, that hits. Their AC is 13.
Yeah, I don't think they're making it, Chief.
Damn, with a bunch of now
Maybe.
ones.
They might.
Yeah, I mean that was closer than I expected it to be. But yes, he does go down beneath the torrent of flame balls.
Flames. Yeah. Yeah, that'll just be it for me.
That's funny that attack is just a ton of d4s.
Yeah, it's 10 d4s plus 10, and they gain burn.
That's hype.
That'll be a 20 for Naki squad. Naki squad, having the immediate area secured, runs around and figuring that this might be a good idea, begins sealing shut all the trapdoors in the area.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was thinking earlier when we rescued this person, we should have just gone ahead and like barricaded that one at the bottom, but it was too late. So
Naruto squad continues and does the same, following Naki's squad lead. Mercenary here attacks the big bad dog and dealing 5 points of damage.
get rolled, Aries. And that's why you're not the MC, Nizuka.
Unfortunately, the mercenary archer here, seeing that you're running away from him, calls out and says, "Forget something, Mr. Ninja? Come face us." And he targets the villager.
This really does feel like the Monty Python moment, just like the 3 goofballs sitting up top.
Yeah. Does he actually kill one?
Unfortunately, the villager down there is shot by the arrow.
Wait, who?
Oh, the villager?
Wait, who?
Yeah, the villager.
Who? Because it's important. Are they close to me?
Not really. He's the one on the tower that you were on.
Yeah, all the way down there.
Oh, that guy.
As well for not moving. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Stand up and start hobbling. I don't know what you want me to do.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's actually so sad. I thought we were gonna get them all. Aww.
Yeah, big sad.
The mercenary here. Kenji.
Yeah, so my AC is a 22 in Sage mode.
Oh,
I
that's
don't think
Right.
7.
I've seen this. If you roll nat 1 and like a min and max, it turns blue instead of green or red. That's cool.
That's actually interesting.
Oh, I wonder if it does it if it's just completely balanced.
Like a perfectly
Like
even
a
roll.
perfect balance.
In any case, Shion's squad tends to help with the fighting here. Not doing quite as well as previous, but managing to take out 2 of the mercenaries. Than is up.
All right, Than, we'll get there. How far is this drop? Like, is this jumpable? The right above Than? He's like in the middle towers.
I mean, that's fairly high. That's about 30 feet.
Okay, he'll keep walking then.
I mean, that'd be
It's
6.
30.
It's not like the end of the world.
And 30. And guess what? Than's gonna stop right there. Mm-hmm.
Next up is Suiko.
Dan's just trotting all over the place.
Than's doing like a little puppy dog trot with like the hands like going up really high, just like doot doot. He's just happy Arata's doing things finally.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to this guy. We're gonna try and bop him in the face with a regular attack. Wait. 2 times. Tap him twice.
Excuse me.
It's not. Oh, okay. Didn't mean that.
I mean, it'll kill no matter what because it's +9.
Yeah.
Or knockout rather.
See. And I would like to move over to this guy and bonus action smack him in the face.
Okay. You still have 1 more bonus action.
This guy's down, right?
Did you attack twice? Oh, you did. All right. Never
Yeah.
mind. Okay. Didn't see the other one. Yeah. So that does bring him down.
Those good rolls.
Good rolls. Took down those dirt jerks.
Anything else I'd like to do? I think that's your action and your bonus actions, unless you were using a combo point.
I could use a combo point to take down that guy, right?
Yeah, you could. If you use combo points, then that means that you would have. Well, if you use 1 combo point, that means you have 1 more attack, and if you use 2 combo points, that means you have 2 more attacks.
Well, hopefully this one will hit.
That will hit.
Full damage. I got a +9.
No, you do not need to. Mercenary who gets clocked from behind.
Right.
Alright.
5. 45. What's next? Fuck me. I fucked that up. Yeah, I fucked that up, didn't I? Okay. Well, I used all that.
All right. Next up is the wall mercenary. He will attack the Izuto clone here. And another Izuto clone goes.
God damn it. I was hoping to get at least 2 of them over across.
The mercenary here will attempt to attack the villager, but his attack is intercepted by Harumi.
Thank you, Harumi.
God, Harumi.
She manages to block it. Yeah, I was worried about I saw that you had kind of forgotten about that guy, Suiko, but it worked out. Narada, you're up next. You can go and do your thing. I know the bathroom.
Okay.
How far
Like,
can
I'm
you go
gonna
with your movement?
I have 50 feet of like normal movement. If I helport, I can go 150. And if I helport, I can go 150 and attack. I can also just like dash as my action bonus action to do 150, but then I can't attack while doing it.
It's like these guys on the tower, they're too close to those villagers
The ones
on the
top
right.
right. Yeah, I did notice that, and I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely gonna fuck
I
them up.
think. I was like, are you gonna turn around and deal with them, Mizuto, or what's your?
No.
Okay. So I
Okay.
suppose we do need someone to kill those archers then.
Once this mercenary is gone, there's 3 squads that are not going to be doing anything.
Yeah, that's fair. Because
I don't see a reason why they wouldn't go after the archers while we go after whoever's inside.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're like.
So I don't know if this would cost a whole action, but I would like to make a hearing check to see if I hear people coming up either through like trapdoors or specifically, like, especially in here, inside like the main building area to see if I can kind of get anything.
Sure. Go and make a perception check for hearing. I'll say with advantage since Fan he's had nothing to do but hear.
He's trotting along his happy self.
he's just having a good time.
And +4, so nice. 27.
Okay. Yeah. So you hear things like scraping and things being moved around. You hear the shuffle of, I'll say with a 27, very small feet, and the shouts, commanding shouts. That's what you can hear like immediately. Like once you enter this place, you're going to see whatever that is.
Okay.
The further along in, you hear things being scraped and sort of slid and moved. You get the sense that people inside are sort of barricading themselves, at least beyond the first point. At the first point, there's a lot of small feet and commanding shouts.
Gotcha. For these commanding shouts, do I recognize? Do I recognize? I'm killing my words today. Do I recognize the like voice at all, or is it just like a random person? I guess specifically since we're kind of guessing Kianara might be here, do I hear her voice commanding anything or no?
You do not recognize the voice.
Okay, I do not recognize anything. Noted.
You do not recognize it.
I got you. I do not also. I see. Let's see. I will, I guess, just run at this dude. Yeah, I mean, I'll just run up and slap this guy. Just gonna attack. Is he gonna do me dirty here?
Not quite.
You know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I know, Hudson. Yeah, I know. I don't really want to use anything else on my bonus action here. I don't feel like he's that important. Someone else can deal with him. Okay, I suppose because that was 35, so I will go ahead and I guess make my way towards the door, I suppose.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just run to the door, assuming someone else will finish him off.
Okay. Yeah. Since the Haruto's or Harumi's squad goes before him, you can probably safely assume they can finish him. Is your guys' plan to sort of burst into the place and deal with that next? Is that the idea?
Yeah, I presume so. Yeah.
Okay, so to leave the squad out here to deal with anything that comes up, and sort of get the villagers to a safe area, dealing with the aftermath of all this.
Well, one villager's not bad.
We'll go ahead and restart the combat as you guys charge in. Where's that? Oh, there it is. Oh, and one Izuto coin. I almost forgot.
It matters.
he made it.
matters.
He made
It goes 1, 3, and 5. Those are the numbers that matter.
it.
Once you get past that, it's wasting of chakra because it's like 20, 25, 15.
All right.
One matters.
You guys burst into the interior of Fort A29. Place you guys there.
Named after the prestigious Fort A27.
And you see a pretty horrific sight.
Oh shit!
Right off the bat. You see a collection of very frightened-looking children, all of their hands bound, and their mouths gagged. Most of them crying. Others just looking sort of tired and vacant. At the center of them is a sort of thin-looking man with sort of almost like skeletal features. Seeing you guys enter, he looks at Arata and says, Oriel told me about you. You're a soft one. I suggest you leave in peace, or else, he gestures to the children, things could get very bloody.
Yeah, I seeing these kids immediately take my step forward, and just go, if you even touch one of those kids, you won't breathe another second.
Okay, you can make an intimidation check. 31.
I rolled one.
He does look kind of intimidated. Seeing that Arata is clearly believes that, at least in the moment he believed it.
I don't like the way you said that.
So I'll let you do one of two things here.
Okay.
You can take advantage of this sort of moment where he's like thinking to himself and a little bit distracted in his own head, to try to gain advantage on initiative. Or you can wait for him to sort of think things through and counter and sort of start it.
Fuck off. Okay, then I do have a question. I guess this is a little meta, but I'm assuming Arata could figure this out. Like, seeing as he's surrounded by kids, would I even be able to like helport in and hit him a bunch of times?
Yeah, I would let you. Technically, the children are considered small, and they're not combatants. They would be considered difficult terrain.
I'm immune to difficult terrain, baby.
Listen, I've always considered a playground for the children difficult terrain.
Ooh, okay. I think Arata, knowing that he probably can't take this dude down in one swing, would prefer him to back off. So I don't think Arata would be one to jump in immediately. So I will play the character and say that he will just stand there and like I don't know if I can like maybe like prep my helport of like I am sending that shit instantly if he even makes a budge towards one of them.
Okay.
But I will for the moment wait. I will for the moment wait.
Yeah, this was like sort of a split second sort of decision where you could have like taken advantage of
Gotcha.
this.
No, he would not have, out of fear of the children being like Crow having some area of effect bullshit where he just like wipes him out.
Right. Okay. After a few moments, Crow recovers a little bit. He says, I'm no fool. I see the way you're looking at me. I see your judgment. You're not letting me leave this place alive either way.
Am I getting a chance to respond? Is he doing anything after that?
Yeah, no, he's waiting for you to respond.
Okay. Yeah, I look him dead in the eye, like still very serious with like, the intent of like I will harm him if he harms them, but I just go, listen, I'm not one to mindlessly kill. I also believe that, you can make the right choice here. And I won't assure you won't leave without a scratch, but I can assure you your life if you don't touch these kids.
Okay. You can make a persuasion check.
No, I should have said it intimidatingly.
Yes, say it intimidatingly.
I still get something because of my thing. Yeah, I get +2.
Oh, blessed it.
Yes! Bye, baby!
Crow snorts and says, even if that's true, there's no way in hell your friend would. And he looks at Izuto.
God damn it.
I was gonna say, if anybody's looking at Izuto, Izuto is like, well, normally he doesn't really. He's all about sacrificing for the greater good. At least adults, children have a tiny soft spot being with the orphanage and all.
Makes sense.
So he is just twitching violently, wondering how he's going to carve him up, and in what way he can cause the most pain.
All right. Crow says, here's how this is going to work. I'm going to take my lovely little flock here and leave this place. Time to return to the mountain. You're going to stay out of my way, and if you attempt to stop me, well, I'll let you imagine what will happen.
I'm willing to let you leave, but you are not bringing the kids with you.
The moment I let these kids go, it'll be a fight. I'm not a fool.
Damn, he's
Listen,
got me, huh?
buddy.
He's got me, huh?
Listen, buddy. You're gonna die a terrible goddamn death from all of us if you leave with those
God.
kids. And sorry.
No. You do your speech.
You're gonna die a terrible, horrendous death if you leave with those goddamn kids, and if you keep threatening to hurt them.
Before he responds, I also turn and kind of like gesture towards Izuto, like looking at Crow, and I just say, "Look, you are probably right in that he won't let you live, but I can guarantee you, if you do hurt these kids, he's gonna make that death way more unbearable than I would."
All right. So this is almost like a group intimidation check, since Izuto is involved in it too. Yeah. So go ahead and roll a group intimidation check.
Carry us, Arata.
25.
Oh, carry me, children, please.
23, 25? Give us just a like decently
23, 25.
decent.
Come on, Izuto. Come on.
Okay,
That's not bad. That's not bad.
not bad.
That's not bad.
that gets us to at least 20.
Yeah, that's 20 some.
That's 20. That's
21.666 repeating.
Woo!
Bro does look very, very frightened, seeing as his options are death or a very, very painful death.
That is pretty much his choices right now. Oh, please don't kill the kids. Oh, no.
He will go ahead and make
Uh,
a wisdom check. That's what he's going to do.
okay. I'll say again, Arata is watching. If he makes a move towards the kid, Arata's just jumping.
agreed.
Okay. He speaks to the children around him, and he says, "All right, children, step aside, back to your places." And the children begin moving, slowly, uncertainly at first. Sort of out of your line of sight.
I hate that.
And Crow, once they have left the immediate vicinity, spits out 5 globes of fire, initiating the combat.
Do we know where these globes of fire are aimed at?
They would be aimed at you, Arata.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Also, Pog for being fire. I am resistant. It's a good team.
He doesn't.
Before we get rolling, can I use the bathroom real quick?
Yeah.
I suppose I'll allow it.
Good.
I mean, I assume that you're probably not first in the initiative anyway.
Let me mark the time. Let me mark the time.
Jeez, you guys.
I actually rolled. I rolled pretty bad on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. He did better than you guys. And he didn't do that great.
No way it's a
In any case, Arata, you sort of deflect these not terribly well made. Maybe like half a year ago, this guy might have been a bit of a challenge for you guys. But his initial effort, at least, is not terribly impressive. Fan is up.
Tim, you really called him out like that, huh? Why did Than have to be first? It is so inconvenient. All right, I guess Than will take his 30 to here. I hate that Crow goes next because I don't want him to mess Than up. That should be fine. He's full health and yeah, okay. I'll put Than there, and then he'll go ahead and dodge. So kind of get lean up against the wall. I guess maybe in this little crevice. You want to say for a flavor text, kind of hiding, ready to pounce out after we pass him up.
Light cover.
Yeah, light cover, of course.
I'm back. Just so you know.
All right.
She made it.
Next up is Crow. He has sort of a feral grin on his face. He says he runs up to Than and sort of skids to a halt, and you see him like get into like a draw position, getting ready to draw his sword. He looks down at you, Arata, and he says, "You wanted a straight fight? Well, come at me, boy." Next up is Arata.
Fucking say less, bitch. Arata will go ahead and amp his Hellport. And I would assume Mountain Carving Ball is not a great idea with 20 children around us.
They're small, they'll dodge it.
Is that how that works? And so Arata will, obviously I can kind of teleport in any fashion, I suppose, just like pew, pew, pew. And we'll end up, I guess, next to Than, but on this side. So he will kind of just teleport 4 speedy times, trying to hit Crow, trying to cause as much damage as possible. So he will Sage Art attack 4 times. What's our AC looking like, Master Chief? Does something, should I not have clicked it 4 times?
Well, how many times? I thought Hellport only was like 3 attacks or something.
It's 2. It's 2, but I spent the extra 2 chakra to amp it.
That brings up to 4.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. How much Sage Chakra do you have left?
5.
Okay.
I'm running low.
The AC is 21. So you...
I hit 3 times. I
times.
don't have... Oh, I'm not +1. Oh, I could have made him my primary target.
Suiko, go ahead and make a Taijutsu check real quick. You can roll your damage, Arata, but
okay.
Just to identify what he's trying to do here.
Damage 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, only the first 3. Sorry, ignore the last one. And then I do get a sneak attack on one of them because Than is there, so I'll get that added. So 15. Will it just do math for you if you type it? 32 plus 56. No, it will not.
Maybe /R.
Oh, /R. Yeah. 15 plus 43 plus 32 plus 56.
There
you go.
Hey, rolling. Nice.
Nice.
So he does take the brunt of the damage there. Still managing to maintain sort of his stance, his readiness. Suiko, you recognize that he is preparing to use the quick draw technique, which is a Buki Jutsu. Any creature that is next to him at the start of his next turn, they can take a fair amount of damage unless they succeed a dex save at a disadvantage.
So now we just won't give him another turn, huh? Haunt him for handshakes?
Yeah. Okay.
And that... I'm trying to think. Arata... Oh, God damn it. I am not doing this optimally. He will bonus action... I could have done poison there. I goofed.
I know how far away we need to be from him, Hudson.
As long as you're not right next to him.
Okay. Cool.
like Than and Arata are right now.
Yeah. Okay, how do we feel about because like helport ups my movement speed and like teleporting, like picking up Than and carrying him, because usually it just halves movement speed. Well, I guess I don't know that, so I won't like meta.
I would say if you wanted to do that, you would have had to pick up Than to start with, not at the end of this.
At the end of it, okay, makes sense. I'll just chill then, because I don't have a bonus action that does a lot. I will now pour assassins. Actually, can I bonus action put assassin's blood on Than's blade?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I will do that then. Kind of as I end right here, I turn to Than holding his little scythe, and I pour some assassin's blood on it.
All right.
And I'll end my turn.
You're up.
Cool. Let me see if this hits. I want to try and give him a concussion. Oh, is
this concentration, by the way, or no? His Buki Jutsu?
It is not concentration, no.
Okay.
So he rolled. What save is the Suiko for the? What
God, sorry, I'm flipping through all this shit. It is the Leaf Great Flash. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's see.
Come on, you said he was a skinny, weak little man.
He's not good at those. I'm trying to
about
this, but I don't think there is. He'll try to do it. Oh no, he can't. He doesn't have a reaction because of the jutsu. That's one of the things it says. So he fails.
Nice. Let's go.
Concussion.
Suiko's better.
Is that the effect? What effect does it do?
Yes, sir. It is. He's paralyzed.
All right. He cannot perform slashing techniques.
Let's go, Suiko the goat. Not even close. I wasn't even worried about it.
Well, and then I'm just respectfully back up after I paralyzed him. There you go. That's the end of my turn. I'm good with that.
Izuto, you're up.
How do you have to be next to them?
Oh, mark off your chakra, Suiko, for your jutsu.
Oh, you wait.
This makes everything so complicated.
What exactly does...
Okay, I will, as a bonus action, summon more clones.
Yes.
Or as an action.
Yes.
Not a bonus action.
Regrow the Izuto army.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, don't forget, since he's paralyzed, he automatically fails strength and saving throws, or strength and dex saves, and your attack rolls have advantage.
Yep. Then with this, I move here, specifically there, and I do. It automatically fails dex ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Paralysis, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then with assault, what was that giving? Okay. As my clones are helping me, I don't, they
surround Suiko.
They surround Suiko. As they're helping me, you see kind of the same ability that I did earlier to the archers, but in a much grander effect now. As I take a very deep breath and just spit out a superheated laser beam, more or less, doing. And I'll actually spend 5 extra chakra to do the professor molding on it.
Go off,
So
King.
Gain every release keyword. And bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, you don't fuck with kids around us, boy. So goofy ass.
Where is? So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clones, I
The only
get
thing I'll say about that is you guys are lucky you rolled so high on intimidation.
Yeah, I was really worried there. I'm not gonna front.
plus 2d12
My God, man's doing hard math over there.
plus 1d4. Hold on. Yeah, give me 1 second because I have 3 modes for my previously activated abilities, which I will use the 3 modes and increase it by 3d6.
And an Izuto turn under 5 minutes is fine.
Hey. Under 5 minutes, and it's only 102 damage. Yes.
Sheesh.
He also is burned, but
Do you
yeah,
reroll 1s and 2s or anything? Just asking.
No, I'm not cursed mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this superheated fucking laser beam domes him right as he's paralyzed, doing 102 points of damage, and he gains the burn.
You see his eyes sort of bulge in pain, even though he can't really cry out right now. He's clearly not doing very well.
Hey.
Anything else you do, Izuto?
That was action, bonus action. Oh, probably actually no, I shouldn't. Never mind. Yeah, I will. With my wind friction shatter, I will take the What action am I taking? Actually no, that'll be it. I can't even take a dodge action as an extra action. Fringe. Never mind. Yeah, that'll be it.
that is not Than's turn.
Yeah, it is.
I guess Than will keep his chakra then. I thought he was gonna have to do some naughty maneuvers.
Well, I'd confirm it, but yeah.
So since he's paralyzed, melee attacks are crits against him.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Should just kill here, I'd imagine. Okay, so he will go ahead and just go for the good old attacky wacky, as the kids would say. But I have a Thane attack button. What am I doing? Click. And he has multi attack.
So you auto crit.
Yeah.
So he's critting twice, baby. Because he's hitting. So 2d8 plus 1. Why do I not have a Than damage button? I realize this now.
Oh, dude, I have 17 buttons and they're all Phoenix Flame.
1d8 plus, okay, 2d8 plus 1
Oh, they don't have the same. Oh, it's actually kind of great.
plus 3 plus 1 from Collar. I forget all my things. And then plus 3 for Dex. I think that's it. So he does that twice. 2d8 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3. We get
Second
there.
blow. Is Than lethaling or no?
Than is not, no.
Okay. So with the second attack, he on the follow-up, he just clonks him with the edge of his scythe, and he falls unconscious. You clearly see he's unconscious. He's still burning at the moment. So the immediate combat is over. However, like I said, if you don't act to save his life, he'll just burn.
Yeah, I look at Izuto immediately and say, I'll get the kids out. You do what you wish. Having seen how he was feeling about this situation.
Yeah. You got the kids on.
And me and Than run over. I immediately would like to tell the kids to head out and try to find our other ninja group with our same headbands out there. And let them deal with them kind of thing.
I was gonna say the clones can do this if you guys want.
Okay. Yeah, I untie them. I just, crouch down to their level, try to help them calm down and stuff, and escort them out.
So Suiko, go ahead and make a quick persuasion check. Arado, you can make a persuasion check as well.
Hey.
Oh, wait. Never forget the plus 1d4.
Never forget. Okay.
Never forget that.
These kids see your tuning jacket and are so impressed.
This lady's cool. They are clearly terrified. That one of them says, "Is he gone?"
Is this to me or Suiko?
This would be to Suiko.
Yeah. He's gone. Don't worry. We'll make sure he'll never hurt you again.
Okay. The children, comforted, do begin heading out.
Also, I want to make it clear. I would glance around the corner to make sure the corpse isn't right there in the entrance.
I'm putting out the fire.
Okay, cool.
Putting out the fire. Okay. So the children file by, seeing Crow's unconscious body, I suppose. Most of them just like hurry by him, trying to like avoid even looking at him. One of the boys, however, does sort of look over, and he sort of steps forward and spits on him, and then steps back and just sort of runs off.
Valid.
Oh boy.
Does that help put the fire out?
I imagine Izuto has already put the fire out at this point. The children leave through the main exit. What would you guys like to do?
Yeah, I kind of like grab him by his clothes with like one arm, or by his hair if it's long enough, and slowly drag him to the center of the room.
That's
here
okay,
at least.
I do say before you do anything else here, we
Hold on, let me finish my Joshin ritual of cleanse.
okay.
There, you're good. You're good.
We Izuto, we did tell him that we would give him a somewhat quick death had he let the children go.
Yeah.
Mm,
And none of them.
I believe you said that.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Arata just says you're right. And kind of steps forward a little bit, checking these halls, just somewhat ignoring what Izuto's doing, feeling a little bad having someone lied. But...
A few steps forward, the halls are not super well lit, but well lit enough. You see sort of barricades on the left and right, and sort of on the far end, and you see ninja crouching behind them, clearly ready for a fight. They are from different lands, and you see they're go and make a perception check. This is sight.
What if we made it smell for fun?
You could do that right after you roll for sight.
Oh, actually?
Sure, if you want to know how they smell, that's fine with me.
You can always breathe, brother. That's not even an action or bonus action. You can freely do that.
So with the 26, you see their headbands. Not all of them are visible, but the ones that are have a slash mark through them.
I see.
These are all rogue ninja
Adds up.
from different lands.
I won't go any further. Letting Izuto kind of do his thing. We're just making sure no one's coming up.
All right. I'd like to wake Crow up. He is, granted restrained, binded, whatever.
You could restrain him with 4 Izuto clones.
Yeah. 4 Izuto clones are aiming at him with a jutsu, I guess.
All right.
Each of a singular element to be cool because I'm the avatar at this point.
That is how.
Do I need to make a medicine check or something to bring him up?
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Wish I didn't say that.
Okay, with the 12. Arata's rubbed off on you a little bit, apparently. He does manage to wake up. You slap him a few times when he comes to.
I am crouched over him. I guess I'm waiting if he's gonna say something.
Yeah.
Or how he's gonna react.
It takes a second for his eyes to sort of focus, and he sees you. Change the music here. He does say, through sort of a lot of pain, he says, "Promised quick death."
I guess I stare at him with no words and just go, well, I guess I won't tarnish the name of my allies. Tell me, Crow, would anyone cry for you?
He snorts and says, Nothing compares to the power of the dragons.
May
Damn.
the dragons save you from this. And I I touch his forehead with the clones are kind of helping me do this, but I kind of touch his forehead and a globe of water like starts expanding as he is just now like drowning. As the water is just encompassing his head.
Okay. He twitches and sort of tries to struggle to get away from the water. It's not a particularly pleasant or quick death.
Yeah, I know. That's that part I'm aware of.
All right. However, after about a minute of this, you see the last air bubbles, and he stops struggling or moving. At this point, he would have sort of fallen over to the side, trying to sort of get away from the water. But he does appear to have perished.
All right. Yeah. As he falls and as the air bubbles are gone, the water kind of flops to the ground as I give him like kind of like remembering back to when the kids spit on him. I spit all the Yuzu clones spit on him. I spit on him and continue walking forward, being very very pleased that none of the kids got in any serious trouble.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
I'll say Arata was just back turned to the whole situation. He was kind of ignoring it.
I guess I tap both of you on the back. What now?
I kind of look past his shoulder. Do I just see a dead crow? Is that really all I see?
I imagine.
Okay.
I mean,
well, I didn't know. I didn't know if like there's. I guess there wouldn't be any scarring. That's where what like Arata would check for to be like, all right, I hope we didn't like burn him or some shit. Okay.
Wait. Go ahead and make a perception check for sight.
That's
That easily.
Such good eyes you've got.
24. Yeah, your eyes are a bit of a curse for this, unfortunately. You see, him just like a little bit of water coming out of his mouth. His mouth is his face is sort of contorted in agony. You do get the sense that he drowned to death.
Okay.
Suiko looks at the body, then she looks at Izuto just with a face of sadness and disappointment.
I'll say
I was gonna say before anybody says anything, I kind of see you both look at him and I go, I believe that was a quick death for the crimes.
Arata looks at you and just says, "Hey, quick is subjective, I suppose," and quickly moves on. And I kind of give Izuto the lay of the situation of like, well, there is some ninja in there. They're clearly rogue ninja. They've marked through their headbands. We're either, I'm assuming we're just going in and taking fights. That being said, do we want to try to hit one side than the other?
Izuto, hearing this, you can go and make an intelligence check if you want. Okay, 22. Man, I feel like it's the first good intelligence check for a while.
Yeah.
So, you hearing Arata and sort of looking at the layout of this place, you determine a few things. First of all, the rogue ninja have seen you guys. Like, you're not being super stealthy there. They can see you just like you can see them.
Yeah.
They're all bunkered up. They appear to be bunkered up by nation. You get the sense that their situation here is not so much that it's not like Crow where they're trying to like do something here. They're just trying to survive. It looks like they're looking out for themselves. They're not particularly interested in dying for the cause.
Want to just tell them to get their ass to the temple to go to neutral ground?
Yeah, they could. I walk up with my entourage of homies here to the middle.
Do you say anything to Rod, or do you just walk past us and just do this?
No, I just walk past you.
Okay.
Each of the clones picks out kind of a group, and they start doing like several hand signs, each of them like having a different nature style, ready to be cast. As for the people in this room, I would like to address. No harm, will come to you. I don't believe, and I do not want you to take a side. There is a temple to the west. If you seek refuge, and want to stay neutral in this war, feel free and leave. If you seek vengeance for the master down there, at least your guys' master, then feel free to take me on. Those will be your two choices.
All right. You can go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Really good at those.
Really, really good at those.
Really, really great at them.
10.
What? Who broke my formation? 10.
With a 10, the ninja around here, I'll say the Jonin on the right here, they call out. They say, "We choose option 1, but we're not leaving this place while you guys are still here. We're safe behind our barricades. This could be a ploy to get us out. If you show us that it's not a ploy, we'll leave peacefully."
Very well. I will leave you to it once we leave. We will walk around and investigate this area, but as far as everything behind your barricades and around your area, it will be done. It will be left to you.
Okay. Just to speed things up a little bit, I assume you're looking for additional hostages mostly?
Yes, or information, important papers.
Yeah.
Besides just hostages, but yeah, hostages would be number one, yeah.
All right, so group investigation check then.
Investigation.
I'm really good at anything that's in
Sheesh.
intelligence.
But the problem is I always just roll intelligence for checks.
Errata nat 20. Does that matter for a group check situation at all?
Not the way I've been doing it. Sometimes I do count it as 2 successes, but I haven't been doing like success failure. I've just been taking the average.
Gotcha.
I was going to say, we
You
did
should
pretty
count-
good.
you should
18,
count those
26, 28, and 8.
It was a 20 as an average. So that's, yeah. Right. So let me see what you find here.
We'll take a 20. That's not too shabby.
Okay. So you do you do find a number of things here. You find a lot of sort of barrels full of rations, various weapons and equipment. Mostly not really stuff that's super useful to you guys. It's mostly like weapons and armor that are of lower quality than what you have already. However, you do find sort of like a large hatch that you guys open up. Below is this very, very large empty cavern. I'll say with a 20, nothing's in it, but it has like markings on it, sort of like section 1A, section 1B, and so on and so forth. You get the sense that it's meant as a storehouse for a large army. This place, not suitable to actually contain a large army, is probably more meant as a storehouse for the rations of that large army, at least once it moved out from this area.
Gotcha. Question:
Aside
Does
from
Errata?
that, you don't find any additional hostages. You get the sense that that was Crow's game. These guys are not necessarily under his command.
Does Errata find any explosive tags? Because he would love some explosive tags.
Like I said, they aren't really.
It's just
ninja
basic.
tools here.
Okay, gotcha.
It's more for the mercenaries.
Cool.
Lots of iron webs.
Motherfucker, I wanna like hand by hand cut all those bitches in half.
And it takes a little bit, but you managed to use up the iron webs.
Fuck those iron webs.
I'm not gonna make them for it.
I guess we can head out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of like potential useful intel, you don't really find anything. You get the sense whatever Crow's instructions were, they weren't put to paper.
Okay.
Mm. Damn, more formation has to break now.
No, it's perfect. Formation's good.
I am content then.
Yeah, I'm okay with head out.
Did you find it? What was the whole staircases back here, Suiko? I saw you zooming
Um,
around.
They're just little. It's nothing. Just little extra rooms. Just a little circle back there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're technically they're like the lower parts of the towers that were on the other.
Gotcha. Makes sense. All right. I suppose we all make our way out.
Okay.
I mean, can we? I actually investigate Crow to see if he had anything on him.
Oh yeah, I forgot my looting.
I was kind of including him in the investigation
Oh,
check.
okay. Gotcha.
He has a Tonto on him, which is like a small sort of sword.
You get trophy.
Okay, you can add Crow's Tonto to your
I
inventory
was like,
if you want.
I don't need it.
Not even gonna need it. I'm just gonna wear it stylishly.
Other than that, I'll say with a nat 20, maybe you would recognize this. There were papers in this place. They were burned. I suppose maybe you find some remnants by a fireplace, but Crow was he was not counting on winning this fight.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
So there might have been information, but it is gone.
Potentially.
Okay. Noted.
All right, you guys head out. We'll quickly. So outside, you guys find that your fellow Konoha squads have gathered and are tending to the villagers, including the children. You guys had a very successful mission in terms of rescuing hostages. Only one of them, unfortunately, perished during the fighting.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. I mean, the villagers seem very impressed with you, though. I mean, they even in the event that like they were getting rescued, they did not expect so many of them to survive this. So they're not displeased at all. They're very, very happy.
That's good.
The Konoha squad.
If they don't deal with the body, Arata would like to deal with the body appropriately. I would assume the villagers do, but
yeah, once they sort of gather together, they probably would
okay.
sort of put a tarp around the body and prepare it for burial.
Okay.
Aside from that, it's up to you guys what you'd like to do. You've apparently at least you've conquered Fort A29. Your Konoha squads look to you for further guidance of what the next move is.
Probably heading back to the inn, honestly, to kind of reset and discuss plan of action, but specifically talking to my elder down here with our Surus, however we pronounce this.
Suru, yeah. The elder, you guys sort of spotted him, I guess. I didn't mention him because nobody asked. He was kind of cowering in the stables during the attack. He was not bound or gagged, but he does sort of look like he's from the same village. As you guys approach him, he introduces himself. He is the elder of the village, and he is a stable manager by trade. The mercenaries were having him keep these Surus here as mounts. He's happy. He takes one look at you guys, and he says he's happy to serve you in the same capacity.
Yeah. So about these Surus, are they, what have y'all been using them for? Just mostly travel?
He nods and he says, "These ones are racing mounts. That's my specialty. They took these from our village. These are the only 3 that survived."
And what are the odds we could, buy them off you or in some capacity, borrow them for the time being?
He nods eagerly and he says, "Yes, I will tend to them, and they will be at your disposal. All I ask is enough food for the villagers to make it to the nearest town."
Oh, of course. Y'all definitely, once there's a few, rogue ninja inside the keep up there that are going to be leaving soon. Once they leave, there's tons of rations and stuff in there. Those are all yours.
All right. So your solution is to wait a little bit, let the rogue ninja file out, and take the rations that remain?
That was my theory.
I
I mean, after your investigation, there is a massive amount of rations, like way more than these people could possibly carry.
Yeah, not enough to get them to the end. Not all of them.
Wait, do what?
Wait, no, it is more. It's literally more rations than they can carry down there. It's
Yeah.
more than enough food for them.
Yeah. So they would take whatever rations they need to get whatever they need to get out of here, and then I guess the game plan after this is to set up with some mercenaries, tunings, and jonings to control this fort.
Yeah.
And transport rations wherever needed.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say the fight went quite well and pretty quickly. I'll say it only took maybe like an hour tops.
I definitely.
So you guys have 1 hex remaining technically if you would like to start traveling back today.
Yeah. As I see no point in hesitating or waiting.
The villagers, they gather the rations once the rogue ninja leave, and they do leave without issue. They do their best to travel with you. Are you guys trying to use the mounts right now? The issue with that is only 3 of you can use them.
I would like to.
I think we should, right? Because then we can take them from the inn to wherever we go next. We could also have a different squad take the 3 of them to the inn, and then we travel with like the big group to make sure they're safe.
Yeah, we can also just like walk with them. Nobody has to ride them.
That's also true.
Yeah, I assume we do come back with them. I mean,
so we'll bring them with us, but we just won't really.
Including the elder, preferably too. I guess the elder can ride it.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys sort of stop at the crossroads here for the night, the villagers and your fellow squads sort of get the camp ready. Sakagiri does approach you. He says, "Listen, I mean, it's up to you how you want to do this, but it might be a waste for everyone to go back to the inn. Particularly you guys. You seem like pretty well resourced from that fight. Like you could probably recover just from a short rest. Maybe you guys could continue on since you're already, further along the road instead of having to go back and forth and wasting more days."
Let me look at something.
I mean, I'll just remind you guys, you don't gain anything from a long rest, but you still have your hit dice for like short rest stuff. And you have your other resources back in that like combo.
I guess the question would be, if we do that, what's our...
It's either Yotara or this pool, right?
I think if we do that, we probably just go to Yotara, because the pool is really risking running into a big scary boy.
Well, yeah.
I mean, aren't we gonna have to eventually though?
Yes, but if we do a long rest, does my sage stuff reset, or does like that not even reset on a long rest?
That does not reset on a long rest. No.
Yeah, I fear than taking that fight, not doing a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, we can just scout out Yotara.
That's just what Sakagiri is suggesting.
I'm okay with scouting Yotara because I think we are pretty healthy. At least I don't know. I think Izuto, you use the most, so I'm okay with kind of letting this be up to you if you want to go check out Yotara, and then head back, or
Chakra pills. It'll be okay.
Okay, so I suppose kind of we're all talking it out with Sakagiri and just go, you're probably right. We'll at least go check out Yotara, and then kind of go from there, seeing if we gather any more info, maybe from anyone that's there, or find any good information out.
All right. Would you guys like to take someone from one of the squads with you, or are you just sending everyone back to the villagers?
I suppose we might as well, huh?
Well, yeah, but we only have 3 mounts.
With the 3 mounts, like you can double up as long as it's like not a. I don't think any of them are that heavy. I'm trying to think of who the heaviest.
I guess me and Than already have to double up.
Kenji would be the problem because his dog's big.
Hey, that'd be 2 each. Easy peasy.
The dogs can technically keep up with the mounts. I mean, I know it doesn't literally make because it's like endurance, right? It's not necessarily.
It's not speed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with the exception of Kenji, who could ride his own dog. Yeah, he
Dan's
would
just
not
not
be.
built like that.
I don't think any of them are particularly like they're not all like strength fighters. Almost any of them. So
We can take. I mean, if we're gonna take anybody that might die, might as well take the Uchiha so I can take his eyes. Yeah, I'll take Haruto probably.
We can take Haruto. That's fine.
all right.
I want to give them all their chance.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Equal opportunity. All right. I mean, however you guys want to do it.
Do we actually take Haruto? I think Haruto's not a bad play.
I'm okay with it. He's also just like a nice defensive fighter in the sense of like if it gets sketchy, he has good like avoidance shit. Worst case.
He's a sneaky little boy. Maybe he can see a lot with the Sharingan. Yeah.
I unironically think he's not like a terrible pick.
Okay. I was like, I did say it as a half meme, half thing, but okay. Haruto it is, and yeah, we'll take Haruto.
All right. Looking at his stat block, I do think I forgot to add his cunning action, so he should have cunning action as well.
Does he remember Than peeing on him?
No, right? No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Because he were unconscious, and
he was unconscious.
I rolled like an intelligence check or something, and I don't think he figured it out.
Yeah, he just knew he like was like wet and smelled funny. Okay,
He
cool.
probably thought that he peed himself. That's probably what he did. Okay. All right. So on the following day, you guys bid farewell to your fellow Konoha squads who performed quite admirably in the fight to take Fort A29.
Yes, sir.
If they had rolled lower, there probably would have been more casualties.
Yes, sir.
So just as well.
Plot armor, baby.
Day 8. Everyone go ahead and roll athletics checks. Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. Wait. We have new rules.
Oh. Ignore my 8+4.
Have the mounts now. Let me pull up what I was going to do.
So does he have like one tome or?
So you guys are going to be using mounts athletics instead of your own. Those are, and your movement speed is doubled while you're using these mounts.
Damn, so we get 4 spaces on roads?
Correct, yes.
Damn, son.
I mean, I'm probably going to double the hexes just for simplicity, but yeah.
Gotcha.
And they are +8 to their athletics. So everyone go and roll for your mounts. And Arata, you'll still need to roll for Than.
Okay. Like not mounted?
Than is not mounted.
Okay.
No. He's a little too big. And I don't think the mounts would let him ride on it.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. I'll say between Haruto and Izuto, Izuto is probably the lightest of the group, right? Or maybe Arata is. I don't know.
I am smaller than Izuto, so it is
He's
probably
smaller,
Arata.
but he carries more.
That's also true.
I was like, I have a total of a kimono that I wear half of. That's
Yeah, I think Haruto would probably be on Izuto's mounts back. Because Haruto is quite light as well.
Sure.
So.
I do carry a lot of inventory poison stuff.
All right. Yeah, Haruto will not impose disadvantage or anything like that.
Ride with me,
all right,
Haruto.
so
Come here.
what are the rules? Rolls rather.
27.
All right.
26.
All right.
12.
12 and 18. Okay, I forget that there's no.
18. Yeah. Do I need to roll? I'm guessing we're rolling one for like per.
It's just for the mounts and Than, everyone who's moving. So it's just the.
Than's really the problem here. Is what you're telling
20.75. Are you enjoying the mounts, Izuto?
Yes.
All right, which gives you a 20 plus, which is
The
14
entire map.
hexes, which is doubled to 28 hexes.
God damn.
We're going bang bang bang.
Yeah, actually, let's just go.
Bang, bang,
Let's
bang,
take a lap around the
and then
mountains for fun.
finish the inn.
Yeah, I want to take a lap around the mountains now that we're here.
All right. So you can change your plan if you want, realizing how fast your mounts are carrying you. If you'd like, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to.
I still want to go to Yotaro
Yeah,
first.
Tara.
Yeah. I was like, speed was not my problem with going to the pools.
All right, 1, 2, 3, which gives you 25.
Jesus. All right, mounts were a good call.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't realize that we could literally do this and then still manage to make it back by the end.
all right. So Utara, what you
Yeah,
guys?
that's actually really good because it's gonna save us probably quite a few days.
As long as we don't like a stake here.
So you guys go into Utara carefully,
It's the entertainment district.
but
True.
it is a fairly it is a nice town. It's well maintained. Streets are clean. I'll just say go ahead and roll a quick group investigation check, just to sort of see what you can find in your initial survey of the town.
Nice.
Go crazy.
Nice.
A natural and an unnatural 20. We love it. What is Thane? I think he's a +1, right?
What's hard?
Art is actually quite good.
I was like, it's a +4, but I don't know if he has proficiency.
He is proficient.
He's built like that.
Okay, yeah, that's good. All right, so we
19,
got
20,
so
20,
I got
12.
20, 12, 27.
Jeez,
We're definitely in the 20s somewhere.
for checks today. Average of 19.6.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
not.
really? I thought we were in the 20s.
No, we would need a 28.
Oh, because it was 27. Yeah, damn.
I mean, that's pretty darn good though. So there's no one out on the streets to like greet you. You see like a lot of eyes sort of looking at you from their various houses. There is a lot of fear, surprisingly more directed towards you guys as opposed to whatever is currently controlling this town. There's no evidence of mistreatment here, for lack of a better word. There's no like, I don't know, gallows or anything like that. And more interestingly, the economic activity of this town, which is mostly, things being transported via the river that runs through it, and these boats here, it appears to still be going. The boats that are immediately in your immediate vicinity are not being used, but there is signs of recent use for each of them. And I'll say the 19, you can tell that what they're transporting is some sort of stone, like a white, sort of milky textured stone.
Interesting. Do we happen to find or notice a I mean, I don't even know if it would be functioning, but like more of a public place of like a grocery shop or somewhere where we could go talk to someone, like rather than knocking on someone's front door or something like that?
No. Literally everyone that you see, they're in their own houses or like restaurant inns or whatever. The only thing that I haven't come, the doors are all closed.
Awesome.
Okay. I would like to examine these stones.
Okay. There aren't any in the boats at the moment, but you could tell from like the texture and sort of little pebbles and stuff that are remaining. But yeah, you can go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm not here, but I'll just control bottom sand.
You can put yourself on the map, you know.
Okay. Would you rather be Izuto or Sam? Okay.
He brings up good points. You can be old. There you go.
There we go.
Now we know.
23. Yeah. So you recognize the stone. There are two types of stones with similar but slightly different materials. The first is the type of stone that you've seen used to make terracotta warriors. The second, and you get the sense with the 23, I'll say you get the sense that this is not nearly as much of this stone is being transported, but it is being transported in small quantities, is waystone.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, the clue.
Yes, so you've heard many references to that, and you've seen that at the temple towards the start of your adventure as well.
How peculiar.
Okay. Where? Okay.
Yeah, we gotta talk to someone.
Yeah. I guess find out who they're supplying. I assume
Yeah.
it's this.
No, I guess not. So all of the the places where we can see people just seem like regular houses?
Well, yeah, there are like restaurants and inns that people
Yes.
are staying at. You're not entirely sure why, but yeah. As you guys are standing there,
We are just
you
standing.
do go and make a hearing check.
Yeah. And what about Than? How do you feel about Than?
Then we'll give you advantage.
What about
Of course. What about upside down Than? How about them apples, baby? Shoo!
I'm
So
helping out.
you've heard these guys' footsteps before. There are 6 terracotta warriors
Fuck off.
approaching from the south here, sort of walking along the stone street.
Okay, I immediately call this out, and I'm like, okay, guys, there is terracotta warriors coming from the south. We either need to find a house that will let us in to talk to them, or get ready to fight some terracotta warriors. And I don't think we should fight anything right now.
We can still on top
No.
of the ceilings or roofs or something.
Yeah, and watch where they go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I think that's a good plan. See if they do anything in particular. So what is the highest building?
There aren't terribly high buildings. I'll say the highest one is this sort of manor over here, to the top right. It has about 3 stories. Doesn't look like it's in use right now.
That's actually even better. That's not in use. I highly recommend going over there then.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right. So I suppose we all go over there, or at least whoever wants to join the gang. Izuto starts barking. Suiko runs over to the other house. Don't know where she's going. I'm worried about it.
So you guys watch as the warriors come into the village. They do not have any weapons. They don't have their classic glaives. They are carrying these like bags. They spread out throughout the town, and they drop off a bag in front of each door of the different houses. As they complete their task, they sort of form in formation again and walk by, passing you guys along the thing, not seeming to have noticed you, not even really looking for any intruders. And they just pass on by.
Oh, okay. Do the butchers immediately come out to get the bag?
You go and make a perception check. This is sight.
Everybody or just Suiko?
Actually, no, there's enough of these houses. Yeah, you do see, or at least hear, doors open and like things being grabbed and quickly shut.
I was gonna say we could go.
Probably not the houses closest to you guys that saw you. They're being a little more cautious, but at least the ones further away.
On hindsight, we should have brought the Hugo.
Seeing the situation we're in, yes. Okay, do we want to either just grip and rip, knock on a front door, and try to be as like, hey, we're not here to cause problems? Because it's seeming like one of our few solutions at the moment with where we're at.
Second thought,
Uh-huh.
we get Than to take one of the bags.
So I don't know if we should take one of the bags from the houses right now. I feel like that would be a very bad look. I did think about that. I don't.
Yes.
I feel like if we want to talk to them,
We're not gonna,
stealing
like,
their bag and
confiscate it.
stuff.
It's
Wanna
just a
see what they're
matter of
getting.
not getting caught.
I just want to see what they're getting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it. I'm not an animal.
Yeah,
Well-
but they're gonna be like, okay, we can sit then. Okay, I
mean, just like, give it a sniff, look inside.
Dan's giving Izuto some weird looks with this morphing he's making. To which I tell Than to go try to, I suppose, stealthily walk over and get to this thing, try to get this bag and bring it back to us.
Okay.
For one of the houses that hasn't grabbed it.
Sure.
I then take my
Which house's bag were you gonna grab? You just ping it.
The closest, so because I'm assuming this is the front door of this one. Is the front door of one of these closer?
I was like, I don't know. I think this is the front door. I don't know.
Yeah, technically the one on the right here or the left here would be a little closer.
Okay, I'd probably go to that one then. I'd lean over and tell Than and be like, okay, try to get down there and grab it and bring it back up here.
Okay. As Than, fairly stealthily heads on down there to grab the bag, the door opens up a little bit, and an old man's arm sort of reaches out for the bag right as Than approaches.
I
was like, if Than's already grabbed it, Than will just drop it and back up. I don't know what timing you're giving this.
He doesn't notice Than.
Oh, okay.
So Than walks up as instructed and grabs the bag.
Oh.
He then notices Than, and he shouts, "Give that back, mutt!" And he grabs a broom and attempts to attack Than.
Oh my god, you nat 20'd his broom attack, you animal.
And Than gets popped on the head for 5 points of damage.
No, not like this.
Not the crit.
Than looks back at you and sort of like whines.
I will hop down at this point. Because clearly it's too...
looks up and his eyes narrow and he says, "Hooligans?"
No, sir. I'm really sorry. We just showed up in town and everyone seemed scared. We were trying to figure out what was going on without freaking people out. And here, we're not trying to steal this or anything. And I kind of acknowledge Than to put the bag down in front of him and back up.
He eyes you suspiciously, but sort of grabs the bag and puts it inside. He says, "Visitors? Are you from that land of dragon they keep talking about?"
No. Well,
Yes.
I mean, how do you... Okay, I was gonna...
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, where are you from, boy?
Well, we're from around. We're here to try to help. We know there's been a lot of turmoil in this land lately, so we're trying to help where we can. Are y'all, in trouble over here? It seems like a lot of people are afraid.
Afraid? No reason to be. We've shaken off our chains, and the dragons are gonna come and rescue us. That's what they say, anyway.
That is the position.
Are you sure you're not from them? You said that you're trying to help us. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, trying to kind of help everyone involved. A lot of crazy emotions flying around. I kind of look over to Izuto.
Yes. Anyway, I am originally from the land of wind. We're just making some rounds around this land, seeing how everything's shaping up. Making sure it's not making sure any doubts for the dragons are gone. There can be a bit of tension when people when deities are coming and such. I mean, you know how people get.
Everyone surely is all riled up. You said from the land of wind. You're one of the. So they gave you the same offer?
They did give us an offer. We're not we don't have the cloaks like the main people do, but we've encountered them and are friendly with some of them.
The roof lady, the one who looks on the roofs at night. You should go talk to her if you're trying to help out here. I hope for your sake she knows you're here. If you're trying to cause trouble, well, she'll deal with you right quick.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about, and she's a quick one.
Oh my god. Get off the roof.
Regardless, I assume you got your rations and supplies.
He looks looks back in the bag and he takes like a minute to sort through it to make sure Than didn't steal anything. And then he finally puts it up and he glares at Than and he says, "You should. Where's your leash? What sort of dog is that? Letting him follow you around without."
Sorry.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. He's still in training. You know how dogs can be. We're working on it.
We're making sure that everybody gets their fair share of
making sure nothing's tampered with and nobody has a nose like that one, even though he can be a bit rambunctious.
Oh no, there's no need to worry about that. The roof lady, she makes sure everyone has what they need. She's quite the woman. Much
Oh.
better than those damn what are they called? Bakuton? What clan is Hodashi?
Byakutan.
Yeah.
Bakuton, yeah. Much better than those Bakuton fats. They horrible people. But that's all over now. Dragons will be coming.
Yep. This lady you speak of, we don't have a exact information of where everybody with the cloaks are. She is
She works at the quarry.
She works at the quarry. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. The quarry would be in which direction?
Northeast.
Northeast. I
Just
knew
follow
it. We
were just talking about that. That's
we were just talking about that. Anyway, glad you got all your info, or your supplies. Sorry. Regardless, you may continue your whatever you're doing. I apologize for the interruption.
You better go sort yourself out, laddie. I don't think she'll be too keen on random people wandering around, even if they are respectable dragon folk like you.
No, but we've been warned, and sometimes going to her directly is easier said than done.
He just looks at you with a confused look, and he says, "Whatever. Just make sure you're off the streets by nightfall." Back in. Closes the door.
Of course. All right.
Oh,
Cool. Well, strong assumption.
Mm-hmm.
This might be Kianari.
No shot.
mhm.
Couldn't be. Impossible, some would say.
Unless there is a hidden.
Laying on the
Well,
roof.
it could be another crow situation.
Yeah, being
Or is
well,
it
I think
sunbird-
I think the
sunbird
cloak
quality?
was. He seemed to take to that well, so I think it is definitely like an 80-20 Kianara, not Kianara. I think is our situation. Yeah. So are
Regardless,
we
we have-
just
Two options:
Uh-huh.
stay here till nighttime,
yes?
or continue kind of scouting out for this one before we go back to the inn, and then do one, a push for here or other land. What's it called? Monuments. Yep, that's it.
The pools. The
No,
There
I
you
was
go.
saying like the other like land. Anyway, my vote is that okay, we're just gonna.
So based off of the old man's information, you get the sense that the quarry is somewhere in the
in the
Yotar.
hills. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, there was that hint that they needed waystone for whatever. I would like to investigate the quarry.
I feel like we can fight Kianari at this point. Or Kianara at this point. I'll be honest.
I feel like we could. Izuto's moving her notes.
I also think
I-
Kianara's not really gonna have like hostages, which opens up way more freedom.
agreed. Let's not like heat check ourselves. You know what I mean? If we don't need to. I'm okay with going to the place. I'd have to take some chocolate pills. But she was speeding. She's zooming.
It is very zoomy.
There is a fair assumption. There is a fair assumption that there will be terracotta warriors there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those can get kind of troublesome.
Mm-hmm.
Fair assumption that she will be.
Mm-hmm.
She will be there as well. So I mean, it's up to you. If you guys just want to run the quarry, we can. If you guys, I mean, I am on the vote of kind of scouting out.
I guess
Other
my thought process. I mean, I'm okay with trying to scout it out without, like you saying, scout the quarry out.
Yeah.
Well, if you scout the quarry, I mean, if you want to scout the quarry, it's better to do it at nighttime because she's in the rooftops at nighttime. Get on the quarry. So we either do this at nighttime. My idea. We do this at nighttime, take out the warriors, wait for her to come back, or do it now with her and the warriors in.
Yeah. It's one of those things where we are time constricted to an unknown amount, and it is.
I will say you
It's
guys have 25 hexes left. If you want to wait until nighttime, you lose all those.
Yeah. That was my thought. Was like if we do take this fight.
Yeah.
and we can manage it, then we are able to take this fight and get all the way back to the inn within like the day, which would be really nice.
I mean, it's a team vote. I'd rather not do it, but that's okay.
What is
So you'd rather not do the quarry at all?
what is your reasoning for not wanting to do it? Do you just
Um,
feel like we'll probably lose, or like you don't
I
feel good about it?
think we're much stronger now, but having one of those like really big terracotta warriors there, and then also Kianari there with the speedy zoomies, makes things slightly more difficult. But I mean, we're gonna have to do it at some point, I guess. So it is what it is.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you think we're okay to waste the day, then that's fine. I do fear
No.
wasting.
No. If we're, I mean, I with the losing the Hexa stuff. I mean, if we're gonna do it, it's up to y'all.
I'd rather not lose the hexes, but I do see your point that like taking all of that on once maybe a bit too overwhelming.
I think we took out Crow really easily due to him
Yeah.
having a poor con save.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear. I don't want this to be a heat check moment, because you also can't do your Sage stuff since you haven't done the long rest. So I don't know.
I can. It's just a 20 check, which I get plus 15.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it is not like an impossible feat to get my Sage stuff. It's just not like it's not a free check because the first one's
now.
the first one's always free, basically.
Okay. I mean, if you can get your safe stuff, then I say we do it during the daytime.
It is a 75% chance that I get my Sage stuff.
Yeah, and Arada's known for hitting those.
I have been as late, shithead. No, that one was hurtful, and I take that personally. Our rolls have been fine in this arc, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So do the quarry.
let's go meet our bestie Cuner.
Yeah, Haruto was a rough pick for this now.
Yeah, Haruto is probably not a good idea for this one.
Haruto goes crazy.
Yeah, that wasn't getting due to the fucking stone blocks.
You guys approach from the eastern side here.
During this, I would like to pop some chakra pills, by the way.
Sure,
yeah,
do
so
whatever you'll have the chance to do whatever prep you need. I'm just putting it on the map for now.
yeah,
Oh my god.
coming up, assuming we're pretty much planning, like, are we kind of going into this planning to like let's blow her up as fast as possible kind of ideology here?
If there's not 7 million terracotta warriors, yeah.
Okay,
God,
and if we
Colorado?
see a bunch of terracotta warriors, is our plan then to try to run away?
No, I was just saying if we see a bunch at the beginning, maybe devise a better plan than just running in there.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. I was asking as well because for like my Sage check, we can follow the logic of like, 30 seconds before we know like we're within range of walking in. I do my Sage check. If I fail it, we leave.
Okay.
Good.
That was actually insane rules. Are we okay with that logic?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I have a. In all fairness, I do think we win this fight. I just
Yeah, but you were the better safe than sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I think I do my Sage check. If we fail it and my check goes up to 25 and I lose a quarter of my chakra, I think in that we do go.
Deal with her, but yeah, without you having to do that, I don't think I'm not comfortable. Even though I think we could manage, I'm not comfortable.
Okay, then I guess walking up, about 30 seconds to a minute out of like coming into the quarry, I would go ahead and do my Sage check. So do you want me to do that now?
Please do.
Okay. All right, we run this bitch. It's not even close. I'm gonna have so much Sage chakra, it's not gonna be funny.
Okay. Yep, that's fine now.
All right, I think I get like 20 Sage chakra for that because it's 10 for hitting it and then plus 5 for over. Oh, if I rolled the 20, it would have been okay. That's fine. 40, 20.
So you guys approach. You see a speck in the distance. Kianara on top of one of these sort of lifting things for a large portion of the stone there. She's like getting it attached, getting prepared for something. You don't see any terracotta at the moment, but who knows? As you sort of get together and prepare for this fight, the speck disappears and reappears up here.
Sup, bitch?
She narrows her eyes down at you guys and says, "The warriors warned me you'd be coming. I gotta say, I'm surprised. You're a lot stronger than last time I saw you. I don't know what nonsense you've been speaking to Yanada, but if I don't take you down, they're gonna kill him. And I'm not letting him die."